I just came back and I have no context for that.
My work manager, Mike. My work manager.
Takes it like a champ. She takes it like a
Jesus
champ. I gotta
Christ.
commend her for that. So, damn, Wazard. All right, what's up, everybody?
Man,
Welcome to the
why can't
show.
I ever just not with you?
Let me finish my lap, then I got you, Ray.
All right, here we go. This is the Knockable Mark presents the 2002 Skyline GTR V-Spec 2 V700 Tuning Challenge. We've got a bunch of entries. We're only going to test the ones, people that are here, plus Tim. Tim said he couldn't make it. So let me go through, make sure I've got everybody's builds randomized, and then we'll start testing them. Penguin, you here?
Good.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wazard, you're here.
No, I'm not here. I'm not real. I'm a figment
Kiwi's
of your
here.
imagination.
Mark is here. Kilo's here. I'm here. And Tim. Right? I think that's it,
I'm
right?
here.
Yeah, that's it.
Ready for this challenge?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm not. Oh, coffee.
7. God damn. Yeah, there's still 7. I tried to cut it down. I think that's everybody who submitted a build anyways. Mark,
Yeah.
Wazard, Kilo. Yeah.
6. And Tim. Yeah, 6 plus 1. 7.
Yeah, Bama didn't send one. Subi didn't send one. Hard Fart didn't send one either. Won't be able to be there tonight, Tim says. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause the stream for 1 second while I randomize. I'm going to use a... Actually, I don't think I have to do it. You guys can't see it anyways. I'm going to randomize the names using a web page called Wheel of Names. And that will be the order we test them in.
As long as you don't show yourself tabbing out on the screen, then you should be good.
So, the Penguin,
That's me.
Wazard,
That's him.
Oh,
Kiwi,
okay, I quit.
Huh?
Mark, Kilo,
Quit the rivals.
Oh, is THF.
THF.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, just got home from work.
Perfect timing.
Welcome
Hey, did you
home.
have
Lucky you.
a GTR build you wanted us to test?
What's that?
Did you have a GTR build you wanted us to test? I don't think you've ever
Oh,
submitted a build for the tuning challenge.
I can't build. At least not cars, anyway.
You never know, man.
Skill I need to develop one of these days.
I think Matta said the same thing, and then Matta went ahead and won back-to-back tuning challenges.
Well, Matt is cracked.
Thanks.
So here we go. First tune is going to be...
If he could drive on a keyboard, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like my wife is
One.
finally home. Sweet. Haven't seen her all day.
So what we'll do is we'll drive tune number 1 as usual, and then we'll drive tune number 1 at the end again.
It
Right.
wasn't locked. Mm-mm. I wish it did. It's probably the incense.
Infant?
Yeah, like
Oh?
the incense smelling sticks.
Man, that's one hell of a drug.
About
Incense.
an hour or so ago.
Do you think the Buccaneers will score any points versus the Vikings?
No.
0 points. Is that what you're saying? 0?
I don't know how the Buccaneers are. I know the Vikings will probably beat them, but I don't think it'll be a complete blowout. I think he'll definitely score at least 1 touchdown.
Baker's not known for throwing more than 1 touchdown a game lately, and we don't have
Well, I
a running
said at
game.
least 1.
Yeah, I
so-
know.
The small white one is kind
I
of
think
still a little lethargic, but the gray ones are a lot better.
All right, so
I think
Wait,
I
is this his
can-
first season as a
Buccaneers.
QB for the Bucks?
Yeah. He was the Buccaneers for the Panthers last year,
Left
but he was
before.
hurt. He was playing with a hurt shoulder, so like he was
I made that
bad,
design.
man, really bad. But he was
But,
good. Like 1 or 2 years in Cleveland, he was good.
Oh, that was
not
my,
that great, but good enough. You know, he looked like he was going to be okay there. So
This is actually based
I
off
don't
of
know.
an actual car.
Yeah,
Just
I
has a
am.
much bigger wing.
I know I'm biased, but I do think the Vikings are gonna
No.
win that one.
I think
Neither
they're
is
going to win it
Melanie.
too. All right, so build number 1. I'm going to load it up now. What is going on here? Oh, I should save my build before I get off of here.
Also, yeah. Last night I started a thing. There's a channel for it in the Discord. We're just doing some game picks.
I got my
So-
picks in, guys.
Yeah, Mike's the only one who's got his picks in. Or well, I do too, but I didn't post them because I don't really need to. I'm kinda logging them. So
Oh no, you got to post yours. Otherwise, would I know if you're cheating?
all right, fine. I'll post them after this.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
have you had people rate their tunes
No.
worse than they've done others?
So I don't actually keep track. So like, if you rate your own build, I throw it out.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you don't get to grade your own builds. Some people will
Oh,
be like,
that's,
hey, that was
that's fair.
yeah.
That's
Some
fair.
people will be like, hey, that was my build,
Okay.
right? And I'll be like, yes or no. Like if it wasn't, but
Yeah.
for the most part, people guess their own builds like 80% accuracy. There are times when they're like, yeah, that's probably my build. Like, no, that wasn't. But for the most part, they get it right.
Right.
All right, so I'm just loading up the first build, right?
Are you thinking you might do the, the remove the highest and the lowest build rating?
I
just
don't
to-
know. There's not enough of us here to do that. I don't think. Just try and keep your builds like. Try and like. Don't destroy a build just because you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like it, grade it
Okay.
low, but don't like throw a 1 at it just to like completely tank it. You know what I mean?
What
Like,
if it is a genuine one though?
if it's a genuine 1, then throw a 1 at it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
There shouldn't
Okay.
To
be
be
any
fair,
ones,
I don't
though.
think.
Yeah, there
I don't
shouldn't be
think
a
I've.
one.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are.
Yeah,
I think most of us are good enough
And
where we
that's-
can get above a 1.
and that's the other
Well,
thing.
well-
5, basically, right?
Last week I rated a 1.5.
Oof,
Did
hard.
you actually?
He did
Hard
actually. Yeah.
grader.
That was
Who
harsh.
was it?
but I
doesn't
don't know
know.
whose it was, but
And I
Very
don't.
well could have been mine.
I don't think it was. I don't really remember. I have it all written down somewhere. Actually, it's written down right here in this pad in front of me.
yeah, car number 5, the 5th car. I rated it 1.5.
Oh, you
that
have it
was
written
mine.
down too.
Yeah. Well, no, I just went back into my DMs.
Messages here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't even remember here. I have
No,
notes here
I
somewhere,
do-
but I can't find it.
I went from 1.5 to a 4.
Oh yeah. I know whose car
The
that
whole
was. It was car
spectrum.
number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it was car number 5. It wasn't any of yours that are here today, so it wasn't any of you.
Ooh, Italian modern supercars trial this week. That's looking mighty fine. Yes, sir.
And there's hypercars one as well in the trial.
Ooh,
Let's
ooh,
get
I
to
see
it.
that. That's nice.
Here's my list. Okay, so if you guys are ready, let's jump into car number 1 and get this going.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 of us in the convoy. I thought there was 8 of us now, right? No.
Yeah,
8. There's
hold
7 of us. That's right. Tim is the 7th car, but he's not
Yeah.
here. So okay. Let's see. I didn't really know where we were gonna drive at, but I think I want to drive at Neo Guanajuato, which is a track that Lungo made that I liked back in the day. It's a tough track.
We're gonna do a warm-up race.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea for sure, because it's kind of a tough track. I guess what we'll do is if you guys think it's not conducive to testing, then we won't.
Can we
Talk to
test it in
someone
our own vehicles instead of like
If you
starting off with
really
the
want to, you
exhaust?
can bring your own car, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
not sure
idea.
do that.
That's a good idea. I'll just get into.
You know, that way we can get a feel of like of the track itself. You know, and be comfortable with it. You know.
God
So, yeah,
dang
it's
it.
a rainy
Yeah,
track though.
I'm not
isn't
ready
it? That
to
might
get out
be
this
an issue.
Lancia anyway, so I really like it.
I can't find Lungo's tracks. Why can't I find Lungo's tracks? Here.
Oh, they're adding pages to the search now too, so
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that is
So-
going to be so nice.
They
Yeah,
nailed
man.
pretty much everything.
Halo, if you think that's really good, what you should do with the 037 is leave the stock
What is
engine,
going on here?
put it on rally suspension, and then give it rally tires, and then take it for a spin. You would.
Didn't
rock
Longo just
I
like
that
republish?
so
or
I
rename
have
a
a
whole
stock
bunch of this stuff?
engine and I have rally suspension. However, I'm on stock tires and it's just fine. To me.
I'll try with the rally tires and take it off road. It
Yeah,
is
but,
literally like driving a Cadillac off road. I am not joking.
I'm
Like, you
I'm
can
just
put
doing
on
some
telemetry on it, and it's just
road stuff
dude,
right
it's
now.
flat.
I haven't gotten to my off-road build yet, but it's fun in B class.
Mhm. One of my favorite ones I ever made was mid A class on Horizon 2, and it was an absolute street killer. Oh my god.
I don't know if
So
I'm spelling
good.
his name wrong or what. You have to put his whole name in to get his events, because I'm finding nothing.
Yeah, you gotta type in his entire thing.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it is. Alright, let's see.
You're welcome, buddy.
Wanawaka, thank you. His name is Lungo Scrungo, and the share code's 107-797-491. That's a 5-lapper. Let's see if he's got a shorter one than that. 4-lapper.
Is that the one with the Hot Wheels tracks?
No. This one's straight up in-game roads. It's a 4-lapper and a 5-lapper. This version of Neo Guanajuato features more buildings and neon for a much more cyberpunk aesthetic. Still bumpy. All-wheel drive is recommended A-class and up. So we'll see if it works. I know some of you guys don't like
Ideal
driving at
for
night too.
Japanese cars with neon.
Yeah, but it is at night. So maybe let's just give it a drive, see if it's gonna work for us, and then we'll move from there.
Yeah, you can send it whenever I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This is the first car. If you want to borrow it, you can. If you don't have to.
I mean, this is just practice run, right?
Yeah,
Get
we're
a feel
just
for the
driving the track to get used to the track.
Okay. So I would
I'm
take
gonna-
where I'm currently in, then.
I'm going to use my rear-wheel drive build.
Same. This car is so cool, bro. Y'all gotta try it if you haven't.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
looking forward to
beautiful
driving it.
car.
Probably sucks in A class for me personally, but it feels so good in B.
Are you driving it stock?
I did a little. I did rally suspension. Exhaust.
Oh, you
Some
changed it
other
because it does have all-wheel steer. You changed it.
It still handles pretty similar.
Really?
Actually, it handles better to me now because
The Lancia has
the extra
all-wheel steering?
power.
Oh,
No.
I got disconnected. You fucking kidding me?
Tough. The extra power I had added it gave me some more wheel spin, so I added the rally to try to counteract some of that. Oh, this track.
You should change the rear of the Lancia. Looks really cool. The rear bumper.
Oh yeah, you get a bump for it.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Hard right-hander here at the bottom of the hill. Oh shit! I was falling it out and still
Good
didn't
going,
hit it.
Mike.
And I missed the
Hard
checkpoint.
right-hander. Shit.
Yeah, I missed the
Yeah,
checkpoint too.
This-
I
I
didn't
didn't get a chance to get into it. This
I didn't
sucks.
think
The
it was
hairpin
that
coming
hard.
up here.
Jesus, that's harder than I thought it was.
Wow.
This is
That's what she
literally
this is-
a hairpin.
I like this course. This is technical. Oh,
This is
hello,
pretty good.
Vince.
I'm okay if we test on this. I think it's good.
Cool. Alright, let's run it. If
Just
you-
got to get that. Just got to break soon enough for the.
The only thing is, I wish there was like
For that
a
happen.
long sweeping corner, but that I think we'll be fine.
Tight.
Cobblestones are slippery.
Yeah,
Did you borrow the car?
Post rain weather. Making up.
Yeah, no, this is okay at night. You know, for
Got lots
me
of lights
in
here.
the cockpit. Yeah, it's just so much.
Arm was turned down. Hard left coming up, whoever's behind me. Wazir, Mark.
I got it, thanks. I'm looking at the GPS or the radar, whatever you want to call it.
Mini
Anna?
map. Me.
I'm gonna say I
This
trust
car's
Lungo
awesome.
to not do anything too crazy with the track, and then I remembered April Fools.
Yeah. Lungo's wild card for sure. Oh shit. What kind of car are
That
you
was
in?
fun though.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was one of my favorite, like, prank tracks ever. We were laughing our ass off that day. Hardcore, what kind of car is that?
Toyota 200?
2000 GT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2000 GT, yeah.
Cool looking car.
They had a convertible version in Doctor No. James Bond.
Oh, hell.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
I was watching you.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that there.
No. It's a very tight hairpin, that one.
Yeah. I thought I'd nailed it, and then it's like, nope, there's a wall. Ah, no.
Hang on, you want to try and... We're only on lap 2 of 4 if you want to try and load up the track real quick so you can get a lap
Oh,
in or
yeah.
two before we officially start.
Yeah,
Pretty
that'd be
long
awesome.
laps, so like 2 minutes and change each lap.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Sorry, Keith. It's all right.
I think I just found a new way to take that turn.
Same.
Do it again.
It kind of turned into a sweeper.
You must be hitting walls then, because I am catching up with you.
Oh yeah. I crashed twice.
Oh,
I'm trying to test out the limits of this car.
Going to be interesting comparing all-wheel drive and not rear-wheel drive, but
I thought you were taking a nap.
I wish I would take a nap.
yeah, I don't know why, but I was up at like 6:45 this morning for no reason.
That sounds
Oh, yeah,
awful.
I just could not fall back asleep.
I was up
I
at
was up to-
4:30 this morning. But that's only because I didn't fall asleep yet. I was fucking up, couldn't sleep.
And
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it at all.
no, I wouldn't be either.
Did it work it? 8:30, so got like 4 hours tops. What'd you do? You stayed up at 6:30 in the morning?
Yeah, I couldn't fall back to sleep.
It's tough, man.
Whoa,
Clean the whole house for your roommates and shit.
They wish. That just goes to show how well I used that extra time, 'cause I don't even remember what I did with it.
Probably played Sea of Stars all morning.
Beat the game.
He
I think
played
I played
6 full
some, I didn't
turns.
play it all morning.
Yo, sweet, I just got a new Audi e-tron for the gift thing. Sweet.
Throw that bitch away.
Oi, oi, what do you mean throw that bitch away?
Dude, it's a
Fuck all
really
the
great
Audis.
drift
Is
car.
this on like the one electric car I like?
I'm
It's a
every
really
Audi.
good drift car.
Everything's a really good drift car if you hit the e-brake.
E-brake?
I don't use the e-brake.
Power. More power, baby.
I don't use the e-brake when I drift.
Holy crap, I missed that checkpoint by a mile, but it still gave it to me.
That's awesome.
You see that?
I didn't see it. It looked. I was.
Oh, it was so obvious. I was like, oh, I missed that.
You know what? I'm gonna be kind because I hopefully someone will find out Reddit. I'm gonna give that a rare card. I want
Don't
that
do it.
shout
You'll
out on
regret
fucking
it.
Reddit. Oh, I have copies of
Reddit?
it. You'll be okay. Yeah, you can go on Reddit and someone will be like, yo, thanks for the gift. And I'm like, just want
Bro wants his Reddit. Bro wants his
Want that
Reddit,
Reddit
karma.
credit.
Fucking. What do you call it?
Alright, there you go. Huracan STO.
Go get a couple of those $15 million Alphas that just came out and drop a couple in there.
That would make you popular on Reddit, my friend. Kiwi's a fucking Reddit god.
Yeah, I'm on there, but my karma's now, I got 50,000 karma now.
Nice.
Let me check
And
how much
I-
I have. I think I have like 1,000.
And I haven't even been, you know, karma whoring, if you know what I mean.
Like Penguin's doing?
Yeah. Because you can do that. A lot of people do that. I've just been, you know, post something up and
I just think it's dumb how like the next thing we're getting is we're getting the most requested car, and that's like this random ass Nissan. Oh, I don't even have 1,000 karma. I have 882 in 3 years. That's awesome.
Reddit's a
Like-
weird place, man.
Like I literally need 2 karma, and then I'll
Reddit
have
is
the
a
same.
very weird place.
Yeah, you could like the most innocuous, like polite comment and get bashed for it.
Bashed.
Dude,
It's
you
Yeah.
can find
so fucking
anything
weird.
on this planet on Reddit. I mean anything.
Basically, if you disagree with the OP, you can get
Over.
down.
Basically, if you
Yeah.
disagree with anyone, it's over.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a whole
Oh, I
I
got
got
I-
you
I
fucking
know I've-
mentality.
I know
right?
I've told this story, but the reason I left Reddit was one day some dude was arguing with me about, I was like, bro,
Ooh.
that dude drifting around the gas pumps, it's kind of dangerous, man. If he hits one of those, that could be really bad, you know? And you would agree, right?
You'd think.
This was
You
the
would
conversation
agree,
that
but
was had.
he was like, no, you're wrong and stupid. And people were agreeing with him.
Well, you are wrong and stupid, so I get
That
that.
was the conversation.
Well, at
I
least
had
I'm not you.
That's true.
Or not the
Well,
conversation,
Nah.
the experience.
Hey, did you get
At
in
that
Penguin?
point, I
Oh, you are
realized I was mostly surrounded by dumbasses,
Fucking
so I deleted it
assholes.
that same day.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
used
problem,
to-
though, with the majority of Redditors, I think, spend so much
Trolling.
time on there that they don't really have any, like, real concept of how things work in the world, you know?
It's too much trolling and
Twitter
they
fingers.
want to
X
got you.
fingers.
Well, I can't
well,
be mad about trolls because I am one, but
They just want to got you. They're trying to farm karma for trying to got somebody. It's just like
yeah,
so
it's just-
stupid, man. They take everything so literal except for when you're supposed to take it. I hate it. I just do. I had to get away
Well,
from it.
It's definitely the most toxic of the social media outlets out there.
Yeah.
I mean, people talk about Twitter, but I'm like, no, people on Reddit.
Well, to be fair,
And I
Twitter
go-
is toxic as fuck if you're looking for it, though. It's
I
pretty easy
view
to
them
avoid.
equally.
Yeah,
as
I guess
toxic, if I'm
I should say
being quite honest.
I should say in the Forza circles.
Hmm.
Actually, Twitter Forza is almost too nice. I mean, there's always some idiot, but
Yeah, there's a lot of good people
Forza
on
Twitter or Reddit is
No, you
shitty.
think that's toxic, bro. You should see their Instagram. Oh my god.
That's,
It's like,
yeah.
they would post anything on there, and just nothing but comments like, fix y'all's game, why isn't this car in the game? Please add this, the game's
That's
been
any
trashed,
comment
it's
section.
I'm like,
Yeah, I saw it
dude,
already.
just
You guys ready?
relax.
Yeah.
I-
To be
I
fair,
wanna use
I
the
very
bathroom.
rarely
I wanna use the bathroom.
All right, so we're
I
gonna
very
do
rarely read comments
the
on
first
IG.
build. First build.
I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
You son of a bitch.
I knew he was. I knew he was coming.
So this is the first build for the people watching on YouTube. This is the first build. Everybody's gonna borrow my car and they're gonna rate the build. They don't know who made the build. They're gonna rate it on a scale of 1 to 5. The builds were all made by somebody in the convoy with us, except for Hard Park. He didn't submit a build. But basically, we're gonna be nice to each other. We're not gonna bash anybody's build, and we're gonna try to not influence each other either. We'll see how that
I'm just
goes.
saying-
It usually doesn't work, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just saying, once I figure out which one's Wasser,
As long as we're not bashing each other, I'm good with that.
I'm getting Wasser's team a 1 off the line.
We're gonna kick Penguin out. I can see how this is gonna go already.
Wasser makes some really good tunes, man.
Buzzard does make some good tunes.
I'm
like
gonna
it
sick.
when, like-
I'm gonna get the tiny bar onto you.
The what?
Please don't. I don't even know. how
I'll
to
be
play
honest,
this thing
I'm
yet.
driving somebody's build here, and I've been just enjoying the fuck out of it. I got the hot lap in the last event in this car. It's not my car. It's the first tune. It's not my car, and I'm enjoying the fuck out of it. Whoever built it. I guess I shouldn't have said that. That's kind of influencing, isn't it? It's working for me.
Yeah, you failed so.
Yes, that is
Wow.
Yeah. We don't
My
want to
fault.
influence.
My
but I
fault.
love the first build.
It's my fault. It's not mine. Sorry.
I'm back. I'm back.
Well,
Your own rule.
Yeah, my bad. The
We know
main
what-
thing I
we
said
know
was
what
I don't
you-
want to be bashing each other. That's the one thing I really care about. People put in work
Yeah.
here. Let's not bash them.
We know which builder has your cash out. Send in donations.
Sure do.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
I'm about to get racist.
The track is called Neo
Bro, you
Wanawato
can't be
2
anything worse than what I said the whole
Neon
time.
Salvation by Longo Strongo. Share codes 157-713-729, and I am sending it right now. Please
I'm
borrow the
surprised
leader's
Kilo
car.
didn't try and kick my ass after what I said.
I'm gonna be very real with you now, Penguin. That's happened more than once. You just don't know it.
Oh no. Trust me, when I said, what was it? Was it last night, Kilo? When I said that, or was it the night before?
I don't remember.
It was.
I am borrowing the leader's car though.
Can I get that nice? Why my game fucking crash?
No.
Let's run that one without me. I get in next.
Oh,
time.
someone's changed the wheels.
Nice wheels. Is that influencing if I say I like the wheels? Wait a second. I have a livery on my car. Wait, that just paints the wheels, right? That's the only thing. You guys can't drive a livery on your car. You get a stock car.
Yeah, it'll whatever the default
bye-bye, was
wheels
it?
color are for us.
Yeah, my
You
game
would do
crashed.
whatever.
Yeah, he said we'll run this one without him. I thought there was 8. No, there's 7 of us. Okay, that's right. Tim is not here.
Was it?
Yeah, Wazoo said he crashed, so he'll be in for the next one, which is fine because we're actually going to drive this car twice. So. And,
Oh, we are still gonna drive it twice?
yeah. Did you already drive it?
We just did that whole last race.
Yeah, but
I
not
thought, to
everybody
drive it.
borrowed it. I guess we don't have to do it twice. You've already driven it once and you can rate it.
You got a chance to drive.
Oh, look at that RNG, boy.
Well, no, I drove mine last
So then what are you
race, but-
talking about?
What are you talking about?
How could you
talking
say that you drove it twice but you didn't drive it twice? I don't understand.
No, I thought we did the last race for those who wanted to drive it.
No. That was to get used to the track.
Not to the car.
I didn't know this car was stock painted white. It was like silver.
Yeah, it's not white. For sure it's blue. I think it's blue. Mine was blue. Ah, fuck,
Yeah,
I did it
mine
again. Oh shit.
Oops,
deserved
I
every
did
bit of
it again.
Oh. And Q over here boxing, wrestling.
Yeah, I hate that. Rolling lights up just means I got a message. I'm like,
Hey,
Oh,
we got
Nate is
Nate.
here.
What's up, Nate? Yo, this fucking 2 wide's nice. Just you can only fit 2 cars through here too. Oh shit, there's a line of us here. Oh, hard right-hander. So we are on race 1, car 1, lap 1, Nades. We got 7 cars today, I think. So we got a lot to get through, honestly. Track is kind of long, but I think it's a good track.
It's a track. Certainly one of the tracks ever created.
I like it. But I'm a fan of the city tracks with neons, shit like that.
Oh,
Like right up my alley track. It's like a huge S turn and then down into a hairpin. Like, really cool.
That booster dolly puts any other car's handling. It's just that car handles so well. You guys have to try it. I'm still stuck on it. I haven't gotten used to this car yet. That car is too good.
That? What was the car before it? That little car. I think we did a tuning challenge on it last week. That little car had a ton of fucking downforce. At 2.1 lateral G's at A class. 2.1 at the tuning range. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen 2.1 at A 800. It's like S1 numbers.
Yeah.
or S2 if you use a tachyon.
I don't drive any S2 cars with that kind of fucking downforce for sure. I just leave that bitch right in my garage.
Actually, just swap mine out, use it.
Penguin, for that rubber room thing that you done posted, a dude in another Discord I'm in the other day spent like 10 minutes typing that over and over again.
Dumbass, you could just copy and fucking paste it in. Fucking idiot.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was harsh.
Alright. Crazy, you say? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A
Big
rubber
bubble.
room. A rubber room with rats. Rats? Rats make me
Rats make-
crazy. And then eventually
Crazy.
he kept changing it.
Crazy.
So at one point he did bats and mats.
I'm just saying, if I get into a bubble room and there's nothing but people named Matt, I'm losing my shit, okay?
Not that kind of mat.
No.
Or at least I don't. Maybe he did mean that. I don't know.
Alright, let's. Anyone else been able to get out of third gear?
Yeah. Fourth now.
Yeah, I'm definitely in fourth right now. Actually, I'm shifting into fifth. That front section is a long straight, essentially. I mean, barely turns. And you're into like a big ass S-turn.
I was on time for less than a 2-minute lap.
156.
156?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been able to get under 2 yet. I've been hitting everything.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in 157, lap 2. But I've been driving this car, you know, while we were bullshitting, I was driving this car around. So I'm pretty familiar with how it handles, and I did just drive it on the practice lap too, you know. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna go through when I get there because, you know, you should have plenty of familiarity with the car by now. It's pretty long, 6 minutes, 7 minutes already. Probably 8 minutes worth of racing by the time I get there. Unless you guys want me to wait, I don't mind.
Finish it. That's my board.
Got my Xbox back today. Got my PlayStation VR 2 back today.
Sounds like
Happy as hell for that.
So did you get like different ones, or did you go back to the same shop and they kept them for you or something?
Yeah, that's how pawning works. You get a loan on it, and they hold it, and then when you go repay the loan, they give you your shit back.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never.
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't think
it's
I've ever
basic-
been at the pawn shop.
Yeah, it's a loan. It's a loan. It's with collateral. It's basically what a pawn shop is.
Oh my god. You had to pawn your gear?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Last month
Hey.
was a bad one for work. I
Oh.
was sick and shit, so I had to.
Ouch.
Pinch
Yeah.
from the pennies.
Yeah, but I got everything back, so that's what matters the most.
Is anybody running assists or anything?
No, just
Yeah, I run steering assist
Steering assist, okay.
he's on a kilo.
on a wheel. It's just
Gotcha.
something that works better for me.
Yeah, he's on a wheel. So, Wazard, Kiwi,
These
Mark,
cobblestones are always feel slippery.
EHF,
But I don't use
and 8.
right. Oh yeah, rating. Okay.
Yep. I think I got all.
I'm
the-
gonna send mine
Seven.
after I
Drive
check
it again.
number 2. Yeah. Or check number 2 or compare it with something else.
Alrighty. Got your Kiwi.
Wazard, come and join us in the convoy.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Got you Hard Fork.
That is truly good coffee.
Got you Wazard.
Get mine, Mike?
Yes, I did. I got ratings
Fantastic.
from Kiwi, Wazard, Kilo, Penguin, and Type Hard Fork. Nades
Bro,
obviously didn't drive it, and Mark said he was holding off to the next one. So,
Don't take my rating. I didn't drive it.
oh, you dick!
I thought you'd catch that
I
sooner.
didn't catch it. I didn't catch it.
I thought you'd catch it sooner.
All right, there we go. Cross that off. Thank you for saying that. He gave it a 1. That's he was being a dick, but he didn't drive it. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, I was like, what an ass. All right, let me switch into the next car.
That's a fun track, though.
A little bit long for what we're doing, but it's a really fun track. Who's the next build? Build number 2 is by that guy.
Oh, now we know it's a guy.
That's true.
Oh,
I knew it was a guy.
Where is that guy? That is
Well, I'll be able to
fucking
tell if
weird.
it's a mod just based on the rims.
Don't let nobody know.
Don't say that.
Why can't I see that person's tunes? That's fucking weird.
Bro, when are we gonna get some hot gamer girls in the FNFA?
There are
I
some
think
in
we
here.
need to go.
They just don't chat because we're fucking guys.
There are no women in this.
There are
server, I know that for a
100% women
You
in
say
here.
beaver, and then they get scared, and then, you know.
There are 100% women in here that don't chat because we say beaver too much.
Ooh,
Oh, let's be honest, they don't chat because
On YouTube, where they the demographics, 99% of the demographics of people watching my channel are male. So
damn.
yeah.
well, there's a certain event lab builder who kind of pissed off a bunch of people and just recreated an account, named it to a girl. But unfortunately, everybody could tell, recognized his builds.
Yeah.
He's like, we know who the.
And the weird
No,
part, I
it's-
actually caught the beginning of that, like
Wait, he did what?
when he was posting about my uncle or whatever. Like I was like, that was really weird. And then you told me what you just said, basically. So it was somebody that they caused like commotion, right? And everybody got pissed at them. So they
Yeah, he'd get drunk every once in a while and he'd mouth off in the chat, and to where he gotten kicked out of a couple servers, but he finally just like recreated his account and changed his name to girls.
and then said he was his
Said he was
niece?
she was the niece of. At first, he just said, my uncle gave me his name, but then people were like, yeah, is your uncle that person? Because it's like your builds look just like him. It was just way recognizable style.
400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Hey, what's up, Matta? So no commenting while testing the tune. So we're trying to. The only thing I really care about is not bashing each other, because we've all, you know what I mean. Like I don't want anybody like saying, "Oh, this build's a piece of shit," because the people who built it are in here with us. So that's the only thing I care about. I don't really want to influence each other if we can,
Bro.
you know. But it
Come to
happens.
where I
I
am.
did it immediately. So where are you at?
Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure I just saw what I saw.
I was
Bro is
facing you.
tweaking.
Yes, come right here. No, I'm not tweaking. Come
I'm
right
here.
here.
I'm here. Where are you?
Where's here?
Face where I'm faced.
Right.
And look
Oh
up at the
shit.
sky.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Dude, that is too funny, man.
I'm not tripping, bro.
No, somebody's got something hacked, it looks like, right? That's gotta
Let's
be
see.
hacked.
Where y'all at?
There is a
One
floating
of
Jimmy.
To your left, Ping.
Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's my Jimmy.
It's just chilling.
What is it?
It's my Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
That's
see
good.
What
That's good.
Go into camera mode back. Go into
Oh, I
camera mode by
see.
Kilo, and there's a car
Oh
there.
shit!
Go
what
look up in the
fuck?
sky.
Hold on,
That's just-
I'm gonna get a zoomed-in picture of this shit.
Yeah,
What the
it's-
fuck?
That's
Oh,
Event
yeah,
Lab.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
Event Lab
Blanco.
Island, right?
That's a Blanco.
Is it actually there when you go to
Yeah, it's
photo
in
mode?
photo mode for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a Ford Blanco.
It
That's
is a
funny.
Bronco,
That's
it's
too
wrong.
good.
If you get just at the right angle, it looks like it's parked on a power line. Oh, there it went.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it just moved up.
There it is. It's parked on top of the street sign. No, you said it's parked on top of a light post for me. Sitting right on top of a light.
Yeah.
Yep. Ford Blanco. It even says it on the side. Blanco.
All right, so if you guys are ready, Matt, are you gonna join us? If you guys are ready, I'll send it.
Huh?
I'm ready.
I'd rather go in before I get raptured with that Jeep or Bronco.
All right,
Wait, I'm
so
still in photo mode.
oh,
All right, I'm out.
all right, so just make sure you borrow the car. This is build number 2. Holy shit!
Hmm.
That can't be right.
What?
I didn't load the car. How the fuck did that happen?
Oh, it's gone now.
We're gonna borrow his car, and it's gonna be
Yeah, I don't
Jimmy.
see it now.
Yeah, we've
All
all
right.
been cursed.
Bronco.
All right, did you guys borrow my
I
car?
drove away.
You haven't picked a car yet.
Borrowing your car.
Okay,
right
good.
now.
Let me know if it comes up as 800 or 700 or 657.
657.
Son of a
657.
bitch.
57.
Yeah, my bad. I got the build on my car in time, but you guys didn't get it on in
You
time.
just not pick it or what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to back out.
So just do the thing where we time out, and then
Sure.
we keep moving
Yeah.
the convoy.
All right.
That works. While that happens, I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
I was thinking about doing the same thing. This coffee's going through me. Be right back.
Sounds like a time to smoke.
Hollow.
Yeah. So for the next series, I don't know if this is the first time they did it, but I noticed today that a couple of the new cars are not hidden, but you have to run an actual event lab to get it. I don't think I've ever seen them put it, like exclusive cars as rewards for doing an event lab. So that's going to make some people happy.
Yeah, there's like 10 total, right?
11. Yeah.
11. All right.
Yeah. I think it's just the two
11. You
Rivians.
counting the Corvette too? Maybe you're counting the Corvette.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There's 8 new cars. I'm sorry. They have more event labs than normal. Next
Yeah.
series where they're going. Usually it's like 8 max. But there's 11 event labs.
I think there's
You've seen-
even some in some of the, like you're saying. I thought there was like 10 or 11, something like that.
Yeah. And
Like
And the-
two per season and whatever
Yeah.
else, I guess.
yeah, there's like 3 seasons they have 3 event labs, and then one they just have 2. And
Right. Yeah, I did see that.
Son of a bitch, I got disconnected.
Damn it! I did too. Motherfucker.
Oh no, I'm still
But it-
good. It said I did, but I'm good.
it is kind of cool that they're giving cars with liveries out, from people who, in the community, so that they can kind of spotlight liveries too now on the
That is
playlist.
awesome.
Oh, really? I missed that.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Get
Some
your
of the
liveries out there, man.
Yeah. Some of the reward cars on next season or next series, the reward cars are actually have somebody from the community's livery on it.
That's
So
awesome.
there's a painter like PTG Fluex that he makes a lot of cool paints, and so like I know one of his cars is a reward next season.
Kind of cool.
Well, it was a
Well, you
clever
like
way
it.
for them to kind of spotlight
I got
liveries.
pushed. Who
Let
pushed?
me know when you're about to
You
push the
did.
button. I gotta walk back inside.
Up and down headlights.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole stream. I watched Toki's
Just wrap up of it.
YouTube. Yeah,
Ah,
the
yeah.
condensed version. Yeah,
Like, I try to go the other way.
I didn't have 2 hours to watch the stream.
Yeah, I literally
Someone's
took an
angry.
I literally took an early lunch
Drive
today so I could
angry.
watch it.
There's
I'm
a
like,
film called
then-
that.
Yeah,
And then I saw that the event lab shit was at the end. I'm like, shit, I could have took my lunch at the regular time.
Is everyone back?
I can be. I just gotta walk back
1,
inside.
2, 8. We got 8. Oh, actually, back.
Back.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alrighty. Kilo, you back?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Here we go. This time, I promise I'll have the right car on you to borrow.
Fucking better.
Yeah, better is right.
If you don't, I'll say very nefarious things.
Alright, it's going right now. Right now.
Yeah, wrong car. I'm giving it a 1 no matter what.
That was the right car last time. That's the wrong thing.
But yeah, it's completely blown stock. I have no idea how I downloaded someone's tune without installing it. That's what I did. Guess I just saved it without installing it.
Whoa, no way. Okay.
Weird that it turns it white when it's not stock.
Yeah, it's blue. The stock car is blue, right? That's weird.
Yeah.
Pop and down headlights. Bada is outside to grab some breakfast. I'll be like 5 to 10 minutes.
Barbara Ann.
Barbara and
What part of the world is he in?
Malaysia, I think, Mata.
that is, I think that's accurate. Yeah,
Malaysia. Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
it is. He is 12 hours difference. So if it's 8:16 p.m. here, it's 8:16 a.m. there, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
I
cool.
don't know if he's in Thailand or just Malaysia.
Malaysia's, I believe, where he's at.
I recall him saying Malaysia for sure.
Yeah.
I got a coworker that's
Thailand, I would ask him from Bangkok. What about Bangkok? Heard some crazy shit from Bangkok, man.
I've got a
Of course you
coworker
would
that's
think
in
of that.
Baroda, India.
Is it Nazir? Oh yeah, there's Nazir right there.
And his
God, I didn't
time
hear.
zone is like half hour.
Yeah, I didn't know they
10
could
and
do
a half
that.
hours.
And then I
I didn't either till that. I said, oh, I didn't realize there were any half-hour divisions anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iran, I think for us is half hour off.
Somebody's engine swapped it.
It's definitely a V8
this stuff
swap,
is
right?
sounds a little
Found
different.
like an inline 4. Wait, what engine does this car have stock?
6, right?
It's
This
got
is a
6.
V8 right here.
This
Yeah.
is a V8.
Collision?
kit.
This is the
No,
they're
but
on.
the
How did I-
stock car.
this is
What
the
engine does
LS.
the stock car have?
No, wait, it is in the LS.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is the OS.
415 horsepower. This one, I'm pretty sure that's swapped. Like it's
Yep,
not
6.2
upgraded.
to a V8.
Pretty sure it comes stock with 415.
LS swap the world. When all else fails, LS swap it.
I don't like to swap my engines anymore. I'm trying to keep my cars true to.
Can I LS swap out my wife for a better one?
Sorry,
Oh,
Penguin.
womp,
You
womp,
mean I'm
womp,
influencing
womp,
you,
womp.
mate?
Thanks.
You know, it's just that we
Oh,
at some
I
point,
shunted
why
you.
make every car feel the same, sound the same? Did you
Yeah.
guys drive that's Carrera yet? Man, that fucking
Oh.
Carrera bone stock is amazing.
Oh, it's tight down there. No, I haven't tried it.
It's so good, man. It sounds
The
awesome. It
miserable
drives
Ford.
awesome.
this is the one that get hit as a sweeper. I keep forgetting that. I keep braking.
Up and down red lights.
Sorry, I couldn't turn. I couldn't turn, my man.
You watched Forza stream earlier? Yeah, I watched the ELAB, whatever. I just watched the ELAB thing. The thing that
Come on. Yeah.
Hardfark posted. Man, that
You know,
ELAB
I
2
couldn't
looks
hear what I was
awesome.
doing that.
Yeah, he took me out.
Literally managed to wedge my car.
You got to use the reset.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not backing out of this one.
Nate's first time driving the track. That's awesome.
Nate thinks we're playing. He thinks we're driving a trial right now.
That
What's
was
that? You
awesome.
wanna see some trial teammate shenanigans?
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, nice, Nades. You drifted the fuck out, and you made it. Nice work. That was awesome. That was awesome, man.
That was
I got to
pretty good.
watch that. That was fucking awesome.
My dumb ass downshifted too far and went into reverse on the turn.
I hate when I do that. I do
So
that
I
all
went
the
to
time.
floor it out the turn and suddenly I'm going backwards.
Oh shit!
What do we gain here?
okay.
Cuckoo.
Hey, look at that. What's up,
What's going on, guys?
Buku?
What do you guys got going on today?
We are doing the
The
tuning
tuning
challenge, man. The
Oh, somebody just
E700
knocked that pole and set
GTRs.
in my car.
That was me, I think. Sent it flying at you.
Yeah,
We are
it
on
made
lap
my-
2
it
of
made me hit
4
the
if you
wall.
want to jump in with us.
Yeah, give me a sec, bro. I mean, how long
You
have you
know-
guys been on?
We just got on.
Second car.
Yeah,
it's been an hour already.
If we're on our second car, it's been an hour.
You don't need a
We
break.
We got 4 more hours to go.
I've been too focused on the racing we have here. I haven't really been paying attention to the build.
Well, you got 2 laps to go.
Hey,
I'm
Hardmark,
asking
you
how-
like the you like that
Yo.
event lab announcement? It's pretty
Wow. They
That
nailed
was
it,
terrible.
man. They
Yeah, that's
nailed
great.
it.
sick. I couldn't say anything because I couldn't give it a.
Bro, you knew, though. We knew you knew. They nailed it,
I like the
man.
Mopawa baby better.
No, I was
I don't
really
have that
impressed.
one.
They finally
They nailed it.
kind of listened to everybody. Yeah, and they did
Yeah.
the group objects. They just did everything they should have done. I kept saying for the longest time, not only
my
the
God.
group copy, but being able to share. Like
Sharing
that
is
was
so
awesome.
cool, man. I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
I don't even
I mean-
build, but like, man, I'm gonna definitely grab some cool assets and throw on something.
Yeah. But like the one criticism I've given, and you know, that's just because they always underestimate us, is we need to be able to group more than 100 props because I can make something with more than 100 props, you know, real quick.
Yeah. Well, I
But
mean, if you're
Or if
trying
they
to go
just
for
gave you the right prop.
like a super big build, like this is the thing that I think that people are going to get trigger happy
Oh, I did
on,
not.
and this is why I'm
put that
probably going
one.
to do a video on this. But you know, one Event Lab Island now gives you the
Good.
ability to do more detailed builds, right? So your prop budget is bigger. However, that doesn't mean it's unlimited. So like sharing bigger props, people have to keep in mind. Like for instance, I can make a hospital, right? Like an entirely big hospital is really super detailed. But if you drop that in your event and you don't have any, let's say your budget's at 0, and you preload that in there, that may take your budget from 0 to maybe 25 just that one prop alone because it's extremely
Yeah.
detailed, right? So I'm going to be talking about that in one of my videos. It's like, hey, yes, this is an awesome, this is awesome. However, the really good event lab builders, the ones who, because it's going to be divided now into, like, I'm going to be branching my way into what's called prefab prop packs. So, like, I've been talking about this with some of the folks at Turn 10. I was like, I don't have time for big builds anymore. I just don't, not right now. Maybe in the winter I will. But what I can do is work on releasing a series of, like, themed props. So, for instance, at a very high level, like Japanese theme, right? If you want to build Japanese maps, with like ancient architecture. Like I'm gonna have prop packs that you can search. You'll have access to maybe 5 or 6 different buildings that are, you know,
That's
Japanese
dope.
themed or towers. Yeah, so like, so if you don't want to spend the time to build those,
That's
you can.
awesome.
However,
That's brilliant, man.
I'm not. But this is the thing, though. I'm not going to be like Josie, for instance. Josie gets very, very detailed, and if he makes a prop pack that you then try to load in, he's one of those guys that's going to be using like 8 different things. So your budget's going to be a lot higher. So I'm going to be focusing on using kind of like the same couple objects to create detailed works of art. So and that's what's going to be, you know, that everybody's going to have to find their own niche and style. But I'm like everything that I'm going to do is going to be keeping in mind, you know, people's budgets. So it's like if you download my props, you shouldn't have an issue with them immediately taking your budget, you know, through the moon.
For sure.
Yeah.
How much bigger is the budget now? Is it bigger on everything or just on Elab Island?
Just on the island.
Yeah, just on island. And the reason being, if you think about it, they're not going to have
no map.
Yeah, there's no map for you to load into, right? So there's no trees, there's no houses. So you should theoretically be able to, with just water around. It's really like Forge. They really. I kept saying for the long, because you guys literally have a partner at 343 Industries who's, you know, and you guys, the sister company, all you got to do is copy and paste their Forge mode into Forza. Like, I was saying that for the ever behind the scenes. I was like, you don't even need to reinvent the wheel, just copy what they've done. And they finally listened, so huge props to those guys. But I figured you guys would be excited. I wish Subi was in here.
Big today.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to tell Subi like a couple weeks ago when we were all playing with him, I was going to say, Subi, take a break, bro, because the new update's going to save you a lot of time, dude. But I didn't, you know, I couldn't save it.
But he was like wanting to finish that build specifically before Elab came out, you know, just in case something went sideways with the implementation, you know.
Well, yeah, and that's one thing I'm hoping they did right, is because they did go back on this one and add snap to a bunch of props. And that's one area that I'm worried about them blowing things up. You know,
I could have got a sub 2 minute if I hadn't hit.
I'll be honest,
We'll see.
I'm a bit skeptical with that. The reason being is if you've used like Halo's Forge, the problem, like what these guys don't think about is they're giving you a single location to snap to, whereas
hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Halo, there's like 6 or 7 different locations on that individual prop to be able to snap, so it makes it more accurate if you're only trying to snap a corner as opposed to just like snapping it in the middle where you're getting overlap. I know it's hard. I may not be explaining that the best, but
I mean, I 3D model all day at work, so I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I was like, if I wanted to make, I want to make this face to this face, but that's it, or this corner to that edge, or you know, I'd like to be able to have different ways to mate them and not just
more snapping points. Yeah, just more snapping locations, and that was one thing that I definitely have mentioned to those guys as well. But at least, like I said, their legacy code from what they were describing to me, I honestly, before I saw because I only got a heads up on this maybe a few weeks ago, kind of a thing. So it's not like I've known months in advance, but I just was like, man, you guys, I'm loving the direction, but I was like, you guys literally have Forge, just copy paste from Forge, Halo Forge, just borrow from them. But my biggest thing too that what I think people are overlooking is the simple geometric shapes. Do you know how big of a game changer that is for simple like house structures now? You don't have to create like 10 different props to make a sloped arch. You literally can use one simple geometric shape to accomplish that. And I was just like, thank goodness.
What I will say, and they didn't really show it, so I assume it can't, is what I'd like is those geometric shapes to also be scalable. Because I may not want, a 1 meter by 1 meter cube. I might want to,
something.
And I also want to be able to drive on
half
them
that or
with
twice that.
with good traction.
Well, there's that too.
And I don't know if they went into detail on the video on this. You can see it in the video, but I don't recall. Like I didn't get to catch the stream today because I was working, but I did watch the YouTube video that they shot, and where the lady's talking about it at a high level. But and I don't know, I don't think I'm sharing too much information here just because I did see I did see it in the video, but they didn't talk about it. But we're now getting not necessarily like textures, like you can't turn a geometric shape into like a snow, but from my understanding, you are gonna see like like tablets, or I'm trying to think of the better word for it. Would be like maybe like a 4x4 square that's pure grass, or a 4x4 square that's pure snow.
They did show those in the they showed those in the stream, but yeah, not in the recap video or whatever.
Yeah, as I say, they didn't talk about it, but I didn't get to watch the stream, so I didn't know if they touched base on it. But I was actually really excited for that one because they kind of missed. They had the opportunity when they released the Hot Wheels DLC. It gave us access to different biomes, but they dropped the ball by not being able to remove the track pieces. So it was like you really couldn't even build in them because if you wanted to build on that snow island and make like a snow track, a snow rally track, like the blueprint was there, but you just you couldn't because you were still stuck in Hot Wheels world. Where now you can actually drop those tiles in. And we're going to see some. I'm excited to see what people come up with, and that's why
It's gonna be sick.
it's going to keep the game alive.
Yeah, they did make a mistake. Yeah, they did make a mistake with those tiles and the fact that they still put metal edges on them. And I'm like, oh, why did you do? Yeah, I saw that. That's the first thing I saw. I was like, oh man, y'all should have just left them off. But I know they like to make their props all look like it's man-made, even when it's like a dirt. Out. They still want to give it a metal frame, but I'm like, oh, you should have just made it just pure grass. So if I put two next to each other, they blend in, and I can't see anything. But
honestly, I don't know why.
I'll deal with it.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's better than none. I mean, at least they're somewhat listening, and I'll give them that because, like I said, their legacy code from what they were describing to me, the pain in the butt. I'm just really happy to see them like dedicate an entire team to like Event Lab. Like, and this is a car game, right? So they're going in a different direction than I think any of their series have in the past, and so this is a
And
whole
saving
new
their
ballpark for
game,
them.
man. Like we're in here every day. Like we're racing Event Lab right now. Speaking of
another thing
that,
I'm
you
really
guys want to
excited about,
fire
too,
up
is
the next track?
BMW.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
should.
get
Yeah,
those
wherever
are
you
cool,
are.
man.
Buku want an invite?
Oh yeah, Buku, would you like to get in?
I signed it.
All right, cool.
No, dude, the M8.
Alright,
I've been so. They did show that, right?
No,
The cars,
I'm not dropping the ball on that one. Okay, I was
no,
gonna say.
yeah, I think all embargoes on that are off now.
Okay,
they
cool. Yeah, I was
showed.
gonna say,
I looked at the
so
850
excited
CSI. I didn't see the M8, but I guess it's there. Is that the one you're talking about? Or
Oh,
is
the
that...
850. Yeah, that's.
850 CSI
Yeah.
is effectively the M8.
Sure.
Yeah, and I dude, that is like my. I was so mad.
Yeah,
that it
that's
didn't
fucking cool,
show up
man.
in this game at the beginning because.
Did you just drop the button? Did I just miss that?
No,
Okay.
I didn't do nothing. But if you guys are ready, I will send it.
Okay. No, let me go.
Is everyone ready?
I just saw something flash on my screen. I'm like, oh shit, did I miss it?
All right, I am gonna send it though. So please borrow the car. This is car number 3. Bro, it was. You guys were talking about it. We're like, well, I think it might be more like Event Lab 1.1. No, they nailed it, man. Like on the first 30 seconds of the video, they nailed it. I was like, man, that's everything that I cared about. And I don't even build, but I was still like that's what we need. And 30 seconds into the video, like, damn, they nailed it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it
there's
gives
still
you guys the ability. Like I said, if more people take after kind of like the direction that I'm going, where I'm like, I'm just gonna make prefabs groups for people. So it's like, if you guys want to make a theme, you're not spending like the time that Hardfark and I had to initially put into some of these builds, like 30 to 100 hours for a single map. Now you guys can just have the track layout.
Bro, I'm not
borrow
spending
the
100
pieces that
hours
we've
doing
assembled.
nothing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now you can literally just borrow our pieces.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
So for
have
me,
the
that's
patience
direction.
for that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about today. I mean, I know they added some stuff to the racing prop pack, so I want to see what they got. But I mean, if they still don't have, oh, here's a
Piece of road.
50-foot radius curve, and here's a 100-foot radius curve, I can make those. I'm not going to make buildings and stuff. I'm not artistic,
Oh,
but I can make.
shit.
But
That's
I can
brilliant.
make a bunch of. I can make a bunch of track pieces
That is
somebody
cool. That
put
is cool.
together.
And that's all we're missing. See, and that's what I'm saying, because I think that's like where Subi shines, right? Subi makes it a point to like measure out the curves, the turn, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. But what I do have time for in my spare times is I can make really cool, detailed, like structures with minimal shapes, minimal props, so that you're able to reuse these same props, and it's not, you're able to get in greater detail with greater scope on the track. Because that's what I felt like we were missing. You'd either have somebody who makes a really good track and there's just like no scenery, it's just kind of like a sandbox, or you have somebody who's making really detailed events, but there's no
Shitty
great track
driving.
to it. So it's
Right.
falling flat on its face.
Well,
and I'm like,
it literally opens the door for pretty much true collaborations. But like,
Yeah.
I can make it. I can make an event and go, hey, Luca, you got some stuff that's in this style that'll work
That's
that
so
I'm never
cool.
going to build.
That's really cool.
Well, are we playing? Is this a B class race? Why does it feel so slow?
Yeah,
It
is.
It is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've never actually played. I've never built this car before, even raced in this car. Ironically, this is my first time in the R34. I want to say.
Your guess is as good as mine, man.
2002 Nissan GTR V-Spec. So I don't fucking know.
There's a whole bunch of the Fast and Furious liveries for it, so whatever one that one
Yeah.
was. Everybody
Nissan
made that.
tried to give a car a name.
I went into
a challenge. Gone wrong. Nissan, when you ask them to not give their cars a name that's 2 years long.
They're going after Lamborghini, man. LP 610
Oh,
V
shit.
VTEC 4.0
SV.
SV. But fuck, we learned what that shit means. It's all got a meaning.
That is true.
If you
Does
speak if you speak Italian, it makes a lot more sense than if you speak English. But yeah. Yeah, like LP
there's-
apparently means mid-engine, but obviously it's in Italian, so whatever. I don't know.
All I know is Ferrari named their cars, not all of them, but most of them after like engine displacement, I think.
Yeah, 458,
What
488,
means mid-engine?
LP.
LP?
Yeah, I don't know how, but that was Matta was teaching us about it actually.
Yeah.
He told us like we were like, what the hell kind of name is this? And he knew what every letter meant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it makes sense now why they're so weird names. Yeah, they killed it with the ELAP today. It was it's like I was saying, every time I think I'm getting away from the game, they pull me back into it.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be honest, that's why I haven't spent any time, because like as soon as I learned about that, I was just like, I'm not going to spend hours when I know as soon as the event drops, I'll be able to knock something out in 20 minutes.
Half the
So
time.
that's why I just haven't
Third
been.
of the time.
Like, you guys are the only reason I've even been signing on lately is when I see you guys all in the party. I'll be like, alright, I'll jump in for a minute.
We appreciate that.
Otherwise I've really just been on Call of Duty. Shamefully.
and playtesting that other game we won't mention yet until Monday.
Yeah, okay, I forgot to ask. Am I showing up? Does it show me on that game when you look at my name?
I haven't noticed, but I haven't really been looking.
Oh shit.
Well, you announced on Twitter that you were doing it, so I mean, I assume
Yeah,
it's
they
okay to
gave
say.
me the go-ahead. They're
Oh,
like,
yes.
you can announce it,
Yes.
but I didn't know
My-
if it actually showed it up.
I didn't see. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
haven't
it.
thought to look recently to see if I saw any of you guys that are testing.
My understanding of those, you can say you have access to it, right? You just can't say
You just
anything
can't talk
it
about
other
it.
than,
Yeah.
oh, I'm
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah. Which is why I won't even
I
ask.
know
But we'll hear
another
Monday.
dude on YouTube who
Oh,
I watch who got access to it.
Yeah, we shared that. I shared that
Super
tweet in the
GT,
Discord.
I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
watching.
I
I watch.
I watched
Yes.
his video. The problem that I have, like right off the bat, and the reason I'm not a big fan of YouTube is like I realized because perfect example, Super GT, and I'm not gonna badmouth anybody that makes videos.
We are
'cause I know
streaming,
how time-consuming
live
it is.
streaming, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just what I find is all they're doing is they're literally repeating the same information
Yeah.
that was already
Yeah.
shared. And so
It
at the
does
end of
happen
the
to do
video,
that
I'm like,
a
you
little
haven't
bit.
shared anything that I don't already know. And I'm like, I can't get that 10 minutes or 15 minutes back. So, like, I avoid... There's just some creators that I don't care for because there's literally, you'll see like Forza Horizon will make an announcement and then somebody's dropping the video, regurgitating exactly what was just shared. I'm like, if you had access or, pre-game footage that they didn't share, then that's an asset, and that's like something I'd like to see. But I hate seeing regurgitated content just for views, if that makes sense.
I respect him though, because he got picked up by a team. He's gonna race the Nürburgring 24 hours next year.
Oh shit.
That's cool. Did you see that video with him and Jimmy Broadbent at Nürburgring?
You know, I probably
out
watched
last
part of
week.
it. The problem with those videos that he's made is they're all like half an hour long, and while I would love to watch, you know, I find it hard to commit that much time to it, you know?
That's true.
I'm really hoping they do well. I'm excited for them. That's awesome that they got that opportunity.
Something that I think is
Speaking of, really fast, and I'll let you, hold on, Mike, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to ask you as well, I've got your attention, because that was makes an excellent point. What is that ideal, like, length for a video that you guys would say, okay, after 10 minutes I start to lose interest? That's what I was going to say about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10 to 15.
10 or 15.
and what I was gonna say is you can turn
10 to
on
15.
2 times speed
If
on
it's
YouTube.
really good, I can do 20.
Like I'm always watching every YouTube video I watch is on 2x speed.
Oh,
I don't care about if it's longer. I'm watching it twice speed anyways. It's probably the best asset of YouTube's.
7 minutes for me because I can do that while smoking a cigarette.
Nah, 10 to 15 maybe. 10 to I'll go 10 to 20.
Because I'm thinking about that, like, moving forward, because I'm not a big content, like I've done short, like, you know, kind of trailer videos for my math, but now that I'm starting to branch out and I'm getting access to, you know, different things, I'm trying to figure out what's a good, I'm in a world that I haven't been before, if that makes sense, so that's, your guys' feedback is definitely valuable.
Well, if I were to see a 20-minute video, I'd be like, that's a major commitment on my part. I mean, if I start watching and it's got good content, I'd stick around. But, yeah. But I'd probably go into it thinking I'm probably not going to watch it.
So 10 minutes for me, I'm getting like probably mine. I'm going to aim for like 8, maybe like 6 to 10 minutes. 10 being at the very, you know, top of.
Yeah.
I'd have to have a content-rich video, and because I don't want to just talk. Like I watched one of Black Panther's videos the other day, and I was just sitting there like, dude, a lot of him is just talking to gameplay. You know what I mean? And I'm like, because you have to do reconnaissance. You have to see. Like, I love watching Hoki's videos. A lot of the times, I do watch Hoki just because I find his videos are. He's a little monotone at times, but
he's informative.
But he's got a pretty good, you know, grasp on like his explanations. He's not too like over the top and, you know, regurgitating the exact same thing. He finds a nice balance of adding new, but also maybe repeating some things. And I've watched a few of.
Well, I think
AR-12s.
he plans his out too, which is probably something. I think he kind of scripts out his.
He does, and that's what I'm saying, and it goes a long way, you can tell, versus somebody who's just getting on the mic and just kind of talking.
My most successful videos are always the shorter ones.
And
for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, you're in the
you're
in the TikTok and Instagram story age, so
yeah, it's shorter. Like I'm talking like 1 minute videos, man.
I will say too. Part
I'm sure
of the
you would.
reason.
Go ahead.
Now you go first. I was just kind of going back to an older conversation.
I'm a fan of the people who put the chapter breaks in YouTube, so I can jump to the next section if I need it.
Those are nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Would you find it useful? Like, do you think I need to state that in the video? Because I was thinking about it in one of the introduction of my videos saying, hey guys, this is the content of today's video. If you're interested in a very particular section, take a look down below at the timeline and you could skip to that. Because I don't want people to just have to watch my video to get to that information. I'd rather have it kind of structured out. But I also don't want like to just say, hey, skip the first 10 minutes of this and go to the last 1 minute also. You know, I want to find... But do you think it'd be better to... I don't want to mislead people like a lot of these videos are doing that I'm finding.
When I have chapters laid out, the chapters you can see spike in views at certain chapters. So I would say the metadata with chapters is important.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, because I'll be honest, dude, I've been kind of like non-existent lately. So this is all very, very useful as I get back into, because I'm thinking about, like, for my review, for instance, for motorsport, like I was like, I'm not going to just do one long video. I want to do probably like 3 different videos, each one of them focusing on a different section, because there's different people like that want to know about like the
Online
rewind
or-
features, online, the camera features, how are the physics, like how is the tuning. So instead of trying to make one 20-minute video, I was like, hey, this video is covering a general broad overview of the game and my thoughts and my experience. This one right here, if you want to skip and you're one of the people that wants to learn more about photo mode and opportunities, I've got a 4-minute video on that, and then one for tuning, because like the tuning, I like the direction they're going with it. So
But it needs was so
and I've
the
never been a motorsport person.
last message you sent me. That's the 2 ratings
It's
you
the
got.
original. No, so I just want to go back.
The
So the
first one
first
is
one I
that first
said-
number, and the second was the second number.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Who got fast lap last race?
Nate's.
I ran a 57, 58.
157, 158. All right. Turn the.
I didn't take a
Gotcha.
picture. I didn't see.
I think it was
really
a
fast, too,
58.
guys. If you guys are BMW fans,
I bet a 59.3. I think he was
BMW?
a second faster than me.
yeah, as I said, you guys are
let's
BMW
keep track.
fans. Like, I'm gonna start a new series as well.
Thanks.
Just because like this is kind of giving me a good gust of energy. But I'm gonna be releasing kind of like tune packs as well. That's like, hey, I always share my tunes, but I want to release them kind of in like phases where I've got like the M3 tune share, the E36, the E92, and then the new M8 all at once, along with the M4. So I'll be like, hey, these are 4 cars for always A class though, so don't get excited for S1 or S2.
Don't worry,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
I'm back.
All right.
Hey, I want to get the cars early too. How do you do that? Nice. That's how they're dropping them so early. All right, Vuku, I'll follow you. I want to see your tunes.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't, I was gonna say, if you haven't already, dude, A class. If you're ever looking for some good A class tunes, I always share. The thing that I will brag about is I actually share my best tunes. Like I don't have like a secret tune for myself and then just share some generic tune. Like the car that I'm driving using my rivals times, I actually share that tune with everybody else. So you're
Cool.
getting the best of my abilities, I guess you could say.
So instead
I'm
of
not the-
a
I'm-
floating Blanco, it's a floating Colorado now.
Colorado.
So
Change
what's
it
up,
up.
Ada?
You what's up?
All right, I'm gonna load up the next car. Get after it. You guys want to switch tracks?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's switch tracks.
Let's
shall
break
we?
it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we got a few more to get through. So let's see who's the next track. Oh, that guy.
Bark, you know one track that like one event lab that I always wondered if
Oh,
somebody
yeah,
was
that
gonna
vehicle
make, but
change.
I haven't seen it. Maybe you have, but I was actually waiting for somebody to create kind of like a, not like that new game Starlink or Starlight or something like that, but
Starfield.
Starfield.
yeah, I
Starfield.
was waiting for somebody to
Star
make
Trek.
kind of like an outer space theme using those coral rocks to create kind of like a lunar surface, and then creating objects to where it looked like you're racing on the moon. Like I had that idea a long time ago because you can make essentially circle spheres and put them kind of in the sky and background and make it look like other worlds with the lighting props. And I was waiting for somebody to do that, and I've never seen anybody do that. And I almost wanted to pitch the idea to the community just to see if people would, kind of eat it up. But I was like, have you seen anything like that? Like anybody take advantage of, any of the props and
I've
try
seen-
to create something?
I've seen
I've seen it.
one or two people try to make a moon surface like in the stadium, but they were just doing it with like asphalt props, so the craters look great. But
Okay.
but on that, but like I don't know.
I
What
thought the
do,
hover track was good.
No,
but,
yeah, no, they had the
Mike
steam-
Head?
Yeah.
That was from
the
EHF shared that with me. That's Leslie DeWarren? No, it's
no, that was either Filthy Honey or
It was 50.
I think it's the Filthy Honey.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Filthy
I don't know
Honey.
if you've seen his pod race and
I
his,
did. The
Starship
one, that was
Star-
cool.
Yeah, so he did that in Starship Horizon, which was a very cool space theme, but it was more like inside the spaceship.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
saw
still
that. I
really
saw that
cool.
one too. I love it. Like, see, I respect him for his originality. Like, I love original content. I think my biggest, like, oh, come on, man, like, is when I see people, like, one person create something and then you see 3 other event labbers try to make a variation of that. I'm like, come on, there's so many possibilities out there. Like, don't recycle
tell you-
content. Like, be original. Like your mud map. That when you were showing me that Ranger Rick showed you that area of the mud and you made like the whole rally kind of style through the mud. I thought that was awesome because I hadn't seen anybody
So
even
much
do
fun.
that. Yeah, and I
And
haven't
it
seen
made
anybody
it's,
do
it's
that.
on the playlist next month.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hey,
Finally,
I'm
good
sending
job.
the next track here, guys. You can take a wild guess of what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, speaking of
Borrow the car,
Okay.
please.
yeah, speaking of copying tracks, Dexter, who made the Pipeline Stadium race that was on the playlist a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Somebody made
I didn't
almost
try
yeah, somebody made an almost exact duplicate of his race. I mean, I'm like, at first I was like, did they fucking figure out a way to hack the files?
Wow.
But it's actually different. But I mean, it's so close. You're like, oh my god, that's Dexter's track.
Yeah.
And they made it into a drift event, but I mean, the decoration and all, and almost the entire 70s shape of the track is almost identical. It was like mind-boggling.
It's a form
That's
of
wild.
flattery, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
It's like,
see, that's
yeah.
what I tried to take that, like, because I had that issue early on, you know, even with some of
Yeah.
my early creations, I was starting to see, and at first I went through this like, come on, dude, like, why are you copying me? And then I thought, you know what, that's like the highest form of flattery. Whether somebody wants to admit it or not, they liked it so much that they tried to, like, you know, outdo you or copy you, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's just, that lets you know that you nailed it.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of what I said. It's like you either got to laugh or get pissed. You know, just like,
I think it's experience. You know, initially, I think all of us might have a similar. We're all human, right? You hate to see somebody try to like take your idea, but then at the same time, you're like, once you get used to it. Like I think about like Nick, AR12 Nick, for instance. I think about how he started doing videos on Event Lab, right? Like he was one of the very first people to start doing like an Event Lab showcase, and then you started to see every other content creator for a while start making Event Lab showcase videos, and I was like, he's got to be like, come on, you copycats, like. But then you know what? That's just what happens when you're a big name like that. You're a trendsetter. You start a trend.
Yeah.
So.
I stopped watching AR12 because he always just threw on the biggest engine on new cars and as much horsepower and oh come on.
What DGS was doing was really crazy shit, and I don't like have time to watch a lot of YouTube, but the tracks that the things that he was doing was crazy.
See, I haven't seen him in years, bro. Like in the whole year, ever since he went after me on Twitter, I blocked him, and I haven't
Did he
seen
really? Or
any
did
of his
know about
content.
that?
Well, he hasn't really done much in the last.
Well, I was talking about
6 months.
that drift thing,
He's done
whatever
it.
he's
He's
doing.
a good stunt driver, but
That's
he's
what I was talking
not
about. The
that good
stunt
of a
stuff he
racer.
was doing.
Who did that?
He's got some damn good rider
Yeah.
times out there. I don't
Isn't
know.
that who I'm talking? Am I talking about the right guy?
Don Juan Song, right?
I'm talking about the guy who does
Yeah.
the stunt driving and he made those tracks. That's him, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. I had no idea that you guys had issues. Or he
I
had
wasn't
issues.
I
saying-
didn't know
Yeah.
he had issues until he came at me.
I want to.
Now I'm gonna have to look on Twitter. We gotta dig those
Oh yeah,
out.
I took it all down. Like it was Turn 10 was talking to us, and they were like, you know, guys, and I just took it down. I was like, this doesn't look good for anybody. So, but yeah,
Is there a Twitter archive out there somewhere?
honestly, there might.
There's
be,
definitely
like,
screenshots somewhere. Someone's got them.
Use the Wayback
If you're tech
Machine.
savvy, you can find it. I'm pretty sure if you look deep enough.
Use-
But
use
it's not
The
worth it.
Wayback Machine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if it catalogs it or not. I mean, I know like there used to be a website called PolitiWhoops, but all they follow they cataloged all the deleted tweets of like U.S. politicians. But I think eventually Twitter like said, "Hey, quit scraping our data" or something like that. And I think Elon Musk has gone a little bit more in that same direction where he doesn't want people going through Twitter. So because they have to use a bot to do that stuff. And I think he's trying to discourage that. I don't know how effective it is, but you're right. The Wayback Machine may catch it all. I don't know.
Is that a real
Yeah, I
thing?
know they used to archive, like, there's archival systems out there. I just don't know, like, where they would be at. I mean, like, I'll just tell you guys now, it's not, like, it didn't look good for anybody, like, especially, like, Event Lab and just the game. Like, we pride ourselves on being, like, an embracive, supportive, kind of diverse community. So it just was it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, well, you guys are well known enough that there was a lot of people who were going to see it. I mean, I could get it. I got 150.
Me and you
I got
can fight all day
150
long.
followers or something, but I could get in a beat with
Stock
somebody.
break,
And
stock break.
not many people would see it. But I assume you guys have. Well, I'm sure I assume both of y'all have much bigger followings, and so a much bigger audience was going to see something that that wasn't necessarily good for the franchise.
Yeah, that's what it boiled down to. And I was just thinking, like, come on, dude, it's not that serious. So I ended up taking all of that down just to move on. So I didn't even really mean to bring it up, but I was just saying I haven't ever since that. I just kind of like, there's some people that you want, you want supportive people around you, people who are, like, who are bringing the best out of you, not the worst.
That's really weird because he's such a.
Is this a slightly different version of this track? Yeah, I mean, I know this is. Yeah. But
it's got different checkpoint placement. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, the checkpoint placement is a little different.
Yeah, we usually do the one with like the competition checkpoint. There's like almost no checkpoints in this one.
Yeah, and there's less signage too, actually, because some.
Kiwi, do you like the brakes on this one?
No.
Kiwi never likes the brakes.
I don't like. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm
gonna
trying
have to
to
work
ignore
hard.
the brakes.
Damn it, Buku, just take
in my ratings.
I'm sick of defending.
No,
Just
you're okay,
double
bro. I'm
down
just giving
shift.
you a boost,
You
dude. I
can
was
get
like,
around.
boost you.
A little bit of bump draft.
I'm not sure.
I don't know
this
this
gonna
track
exist.
as well, so I'm trying it. Like, I'm trying to learn it, but I don't. See, I just drifted that.
I'm gonna.
Nade's drifted that right into me.
See, I'm on the other end of the
barely
spectrum.
touched you.
I know this track too well. It's like I can drive
Bro, I
this,
had
but is it because of the car or because I know it?
Now
I
you
drove
touched
this
me.
a ton last night. I was on this
Oh,
track
you broke
all
way
night.
too hard.
So what's a good time for this track?
I don't know about B class, to be honest with you. I was in A class. I think it's like 30.
Are we in B still?
Yeah, they're all gonna be.
Y'all
B
were
class.
running like 125s or so in that Carrera. Right?
Yeah, I ran a 25. I think you could look it up. I think
That's S1 though, isn't it?
it's
Isn't that cool? Like
834 or something. 845.
I say it was low S1.
Yeah, 845. Sorry,
I did a 153 a minute ago,
Make
so I
up the
imagine you
checkpoint.
guys are running 145.
I have a lot of laps here, to be honest. Like this is I'm
In a
more competitive
140?
here than I am on other ones.
My lack of sleep last night is starting to catch up to me.
Were you in from first to fourth? You're next to me now, guy. What are you doing?
I was, it was a little bit of a demo derby up front.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's racing in this type of tight track when the E-Lab surface is known for.
This has a lot of space.
Yeah.
It's
Demo.
technical. It's technical.
The last race in Penguin was a demo derby.
Man,
Me touching you was just like, hey buddy, how's it going?
I probably
And
could
then
have
I even
picked the
gave
track
I
that
even
was.
gave you a shove around somebody once.
When?
Earlier on the first lap.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
give you
want to
another
shove
one.
around somebody.
Well, you got one.
I don't think I could have picked a more different track though, could I? Jesus, it's like night and day. But I guess that's good. Oh, someone's next to me. Sorry, Kilo. I'm not
Well.
like really racing.
I said the one drawback is I'm enjoying driving this track more, but I don't know if it's because of the car or the track.
Yeah, I don't know how to compare.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like maybe we hold off and just like rate the next car first. I don't know.
I like the track. Like, it just took me, like, there's one particular section, because I don't think I've memorized it like you guys have. There's one section I just kept overshooting and going off into the woods. I think I took one or two of you guys with
pretty
me.
hard.
You
Yeah, because I was
that
braking
hard
way
right,
too
left.
late.
see with this one. There's no checkpoints.
Right,
You
left,
can't
right
do
before
that
the
in the competition when we raced. You'd be missing checkpoints.
So this one
anyways,
just has, this one's a little bit easier.
yeah, this is the one for racing with AI. This is the one for like, I think this is the one he made for like, in case they pick it up in the playlist, which they did, didn't they?
Yeah, which I think they did. Yeah, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact, I think this is the exact one
He
they
got
picked
featured.
for
Like
the,
he's like the event lab
Yeah,
of the
his
month. or
event lab of
something.
the month. Yeah.
Without some of those checkpoints, you can push it a little bit harder.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
they have like man, I'm so out of the loop, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm asking you guys questions about Event Lab, but what is Event Lab of the month now?
I have no
I
idea.
don't
It's
know.
basically, I mean, they've only been doing it
You get something to
for
drink. I'll be right back.
5 or so series now, maybe. But it's just they spotlight one event lab each month
Is
during
it
the
on
live stream.
like the Forza monthly? Okay.
Yeah, it's during the monthly or the Let's Go. It's depending.
You guys
Today was
sold
the
it
Let's
off
Go,
already?
which it's been a while since they've done that. I mean, this is only the 3rd Let's Go this year, which was kind of strange. But speaking of that, I, mean, I don't know. I may have mentioned it in the chat earlier, but I applaud them for showing Event Lab today and not wait until Monday because it was going to get buried in motorsport if they.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's good that they split it up.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And also,
it'll be interesting because
also-
the community is going to split when that game drops. You know what I mean?
I
Because
think
you're
a
gonna
lot of
see-
people think they can drive that, and they'll be right back in Horizon in a week.
Yep.
That was the story of my life during Forza Motorsport 7. Like I went from Horizon 3 thinking, "Oh, I'm going to cram 900
It's
horsepower
different,
into this
man.
car and go." Oh, dude, I was spinning out on the track. Like
Yeah.
I was like, "No!" I'm
People
like plunging
think they're
into
going to
doing
be
a
in
complete
motorsport. They'll be
circle.
right back.
Yeah. I mean, that's me because I played some 2 and then I played some 4 and then I guess I had 3 too, but I spent more time in Horizon 4. But yeah, I got into Motorsport 7 and I probably put an hour or 2 and I'm like, yeah, this isn't really me.
It wasn't me either, dude.
And
I
that-
will
and now
say, it's an improvement though. I think without sharing too much, after they bridged
Here we go.
the gap. They bridged the gap. You know what I mean? Like
But-
it's, I didn't like Horizon 4, but Horizon 5 still runs on kind of like the same engine as 4, just with better graphics, more open roads. And so going from Horizon 5 into the new Motorsport, like I'm enjoying it far more than when I jumped into Motorsport 7, if that makes
But-
sense.
And to be fair, I'm doing a lot more of like time trials or whatever, time attacks with
Competitive
people
racing.
in different discords.
Yeah.
So I'm not good at it, but I do a lot of it. So I actually enjoy challenging cars more now. Like driving them stock where they're a little squirrely and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I might enjoy motorsport more this time around than when I tried 7.
What I would
Just 'cause I'm
recommend you do for anybody listening, without sharing any, this isn't anything that I can't share. I would tell you, like, if you haven't made the switch to driving manual, do so. Like, because I was driving automatic in this game, and I was like, oh, I was having a decent time. But I promise you, especially if you're on controller, it's very easy to switch from going to automatic to manual, and then once you're on manual, going from manual to manual with clutch. And it's a night and day difference. Like, you're gonna immediately see, it might take you a day, maybe 2 days to get used to the manual, but once you do, I promise you, if you go back to all of your rivals times, you're going to immediately shed off a half a second to a full second on all of your laps.
Immediately,
right off the
after a
bat.
few days.
I did after a day and a half. I went back because I went from automatic. I never drove. I always tuned myself.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
But I had to use, when you're driving automatic and you build your own cars, you're having to upgrade the clutch, and the flywheel to help with your shift times. Where when you switch over to manual, you can then go back and build that same car, and you don't have to upgrade your clutch. You don't have to upgrade
And you
the
get
flywheel.
deeper in the revs. You get faster coming out of your
you can-
shifts.
Yeah.
Well, and now you can use those leftover points for other upgrades, whether it's a fatter tire or maybe a little bit more horsepower, so that when you go online, you're much more competitive. So when I'm saying all that to say, if you've thought about it, make the switch, you guys. Like, I promise you, you may struggle for a day. I did. I struggled for about 2 days,
Struggled
and then
for a
after that
couple months.
second day, I immediately got about a second faster, and I felt so confident. About a week later, I actually went over to manual with clutch, and I saved probably almost a 1.5 to 2 seconds on all of my lap times. Like, it was that big of a difference.
All right, so a lot of you guys didn't rate that last build. Are you holding off to run it again? I mean, because we're gonna
run.
Not unless you're running it.
We're
back
not
on
running the same
previous
car
track.
again, but we're gonna run another car on the same track. We're gonna run the next 3 cars on that track. So you
That was
kinda-
build number 4, right?
That was build number 4. Yeah, we're going to build number 5 right now if everyone's ready.
Yep.
Unless you guys want
And
30
remember,
ratings.
Mike, when you're going through
Yeah, I'll
mine,
send you
I
my
missed the
rating here in a
first
second.
one, so I actually did like 2, 3, 4. You know.
I have you not written down for the first one. I took your name off of that.
Yeah.
I have a chart
Okay.
I keep. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh, you guys are sending in your ratings. Okay.
No, I remember
Yeah.
the day I went to manual, not even manual with clutch. I tried manual with clutch once, and I can't. But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go
I
do
just
the
don't have a
live real quick.
convenient button layout.
5 seconds off
You have
my
to remap
lap.
it. You have to remap it. I actually had to go back in. I made X my downshift, I made B my upshift, and then I made A my clutch.
This is
And
how
all
I
that
do it
means
right here.
is
That's pretty
when
standard.
you downshift,
yeah.
you just hit X and A at the same time. That's the only
Yeah,
difference
but what do
between driving
you?
manual
But then what do
and
you
manual
do
with
for?
clutch.
And what do you do for e-brake?
LB,
I
but
left
but I'm
bumper.
going to be honest with
Yeah.
you though. In competitive
Left
racing,
bumper.
it's almost 99% of the time you will never use your e-brake ever. If you do, you're going to go into a tail spin out. And I'll even give you guys a really big, like a lot of the 1% guys probably haven't shared
No,
this
sometimes
with you.
I need the e-brake to make it.
Go in. Okay, I'm going to give you something. Go into your advanced controls really quickly while you're sitting here. Go into advanced controls. So settings, go down. It's like the 5th one down, advanced controls. Go to where it says your e-brake axis dead zone inside. By default, it's set to a really low number, I think like maybe 10 or 12. I've got mine increased to 70. And what this does is it prevents, when you use the e-brake, it prevents your e-brake from locking up. Like, so you're able to e-brake without going into a tailspin.
What's it supposed to be?
I think normally it's set at like 10 or 12. Somebody would have to tell me. It's been a long time.
Mine's at 15.
Yeah, 15. I've got mine set to 70, and somebody
Inside
told me
or
this.
outside?
That's
Inside.
I'll go back into my settings.
It's dead zone
Yeah, but
inside is 15.
isn't e-brake and on-off? I mean, a button is
He's
on-off.
using a
There's no
different button
range.
though, right? I don't know if
Well,
what
I mean,
button
it
is
doesn't
that.
matter if you're using X. It doesn't matter the button. What it's
But
telling
it's a
you
button.
is that
What I'm saying is it's a button. It's not a trigger.
Well, I guess
where
when you
have
turn it up that
range.
high though, it doesn't lock. You know, is what he's saying.
that's what it is. When it's
It doesn't
lower,
lock.
it immediately
I'll
locks
give
to
it a
where you
check.
go out into a 10 spin. Like whereas if I hit the e-brake now, I can get my back end to swing out a little bit without losing total control of the vehicle.
Yeah, I don't feel like I lose total control of the vehicle when I do it though.
Well, see, when you're
Well,
driving, I
leave it.
mean, I drive pretty competitively, and there's times where I'm about to miss a checkpoint, and when I was running the lower ends, if I used my e-brake, I would immediately like fishtail, whereas when I set it up to a higher percentage, it makes it less prone to the lockup, but you do get that swing out. So it's,
Oh.
yeah.
Worth a
That's just
shot.
what all the guys, I play with a lot of, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a really fast racer, but I do have the opportunity to play with some of these guys who are in the really who take this, seriously, that are in like those competitive leagues, the racing leagues, and a lot of times they're privy to information. They'll share some stuff with you, and that was one of those things that they shared with me. They were like, a lot of people aren't going to tell you about this, but do this, and you're able to use your e-brake in those instances without losing control of your vehicle. But you will get the back end to swing out when you need to.
All right, car number 5, guys.
Where is that thing again?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, Mike,
We're
I'm not going to
racing.
send you a number, dude, because I honestly don't. I have no idea how these cars are supposed to feel, so I don't want to give somebody
I'll
a
be
good
right
or a
back.
bad score. And
I'm gonna skip this car. I'll be back there.
Alrighty. All right, so I'm sending it now, guys. Why don't I hear
I
anything?
thought you already sent it.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? Oh shit, I'm in
Yep,
the I'm in
yep.
the menu then. Let me get out of the menu. There we go. Thank you for telling me that. I was trying to resend it. I actually have the Elite controller. I have it set up with 2 buttons on the bottom on each side, and it's clutch up and clutch down. Clutch upshift and clutch downshift. So I hit them with my middle fingers.
And it does. You can map 2 buttons to 1 input.
No, I have 2 on each side.
There's two pedals on
I
the
have
back.
2 paddles
each
on the
side.
back on each side.
No,
So-
Clutch
but I'm
to
saying
both.
though, but can you map? Because I've never had an Elite, so but
I
can
thought you
make,
can only map it to
theoretically-
Y, X, B, or A, right?
Nope. I have 2, all 4 of the paddles on the bottom of my controller. I have the two on the left. Both of them are X, and the 2 on the right are both B.
Yeah, what? He's asking if you
What's
can
that?
put two buttons
Yeah,
going
but
to
what I'm
one,
saying
going to
is
one
you can do
paddle.
that. I don't think you can
You
do
only
that.
have
A,
those
B
4
to right
buttons.
trigger.
I don't think you can do that.
I don't think you can do that.
Do what?
Map 2 buttons
Map
to one.
two buttons to the
Yes, you
to the
can.
same paddle.
Can
On
you
the
really?
back
mine.
you can.
Oh,
On the
I
back you
actually have
can.
mine.
That's
On the
cool.
paddles you can.
Yeah.
That way if you
You
just hit
literally
either
can.
one,
Well,
like
that's
if you panic
the
hit
way to
it.
do it then.
That's what I was gonna say, man. That would
That's
that
what
See,
would
that's the
limit
problem.
me.
Like I can't use those paddles in this game because like I don't know, like I don't maybe it's from my Call of Duty days, but like I
They come in
clench
handy.
the controller. And so like if I'm hitting it racing, like I'll hit the e-brake unexpectedly and my ass goes like what the fuck did I didn't do anything. But
I
if you-
See, when I play- when I
in
play
Call of Duty though,
Battlefield,
all
I
that
take
makes
the
me do is
paddles off.
jump, so it's not that big deal.
When I play Battlefield,
I
I
thought you were on
clench.
the Elite
It
controllers.
helps
Are
me
they
out.
like
Too
100
much
bucks?
money. $200.
$150
Buck
is
80.
200.
Oh, hell
They're
no, dude.
crazy expensive.
Yeah, no.
Brand new
Because
buck
I go
80.
through controllers only like every 6 months, dude.
They're
I mean,
way
I've had
too
this
expensive.
I've had this for as long as I've had the new Xbox series. So I mean,
Hey, what's
that's
up,
been
Lungo?
almost 3 years now.
We were actually racing Neo Guanajuato earlier. We just switched, man. We raced
Before that,
Neo
I would go to a
Guanajuato.
scuff
Very good
controller
track,
like
Lungo.
every year. I mean, this has lasted longer than my scuff, any of my scuffs.
Are you on an Elite now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my Elite controller a lot. It's heavier too.
I probably need a new one now, but
How long you had it?
I mean, it's like 3 years.
Oh, it's
3 years
Man,
with
I'm
Christmas.
so mad y'all were telling me to get the Elite
I
controller.
never told you to get
I
that
can't
fucking
remember
thing.
when I can't remember when I got the
Too much
the
money.
Xbox.
It's way too much money.
Yeah, I bought one. I don't use it, so
It's way
I
too
bought
much
one,
money.
I'm using it, but I don't like use any of the Elite Fury stuff. The normal one I had would have been fine.
If-
Well, I
so if
wanted-
you're not gonna map your buttons to the back for shift and clutch, then you're kind of you don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
mean,
not gonna use the
well,
back
it's got
buttons,
the
then you don't
trigger
need it.
lock.
You
Locks and
guys
stuff
were
like
telling
that,
me
but-
that it was
I
like
yeah, I
the
take the
greatest thing. You
paddles
didn't
out
tell
when
me
I'm
that.
when I'm
Not
on
me. I
Forza.
never
I
said
only
that.
put them in. I
I
only
tell
put them in
everybody to
for,
buy the
for
Power A.
Main,
for
mainly
shooter games.
Kilo.
Yeah, I
Kilo
tell
told
people
me
buy
it's
the
like
Power A.
greatest
It's the same thing for
since
20
sliced
bucks.
I only use the paddles for shooter games. That's it. I take them off for racing.
I'm terrible at shooter games.
I am too. They just make you mad, bro. Honestly, I find that I
Bro,
have a much more
You're
enjoyable
not
time
wrong. I
racing.
hated Vanguard. I would spawn in and get murdered and get back to spawning in murdered again. Like, that's not fun.
Yeah,
Vanguard
RT.
was ass.
Well, that's
it
the
makes
one
your
I
blood
bought.
pressure high.
There hasn't been a good game since like for probably over a decade.
That's the first one I bought. I'd never bought one before. I bought Vanguard. Someone told me it was good, and it's still sitting on my fucking. I'd never play it. I hate it.
Like the last good game was probably like a Black Ops 2 or something. Like actual good game. I haven't been really that big of a fan of the Treyarch games.
I love this track, man.
It's that
Oh,
term,
shit.
Buku.
Yeah, this is the one I was like, I'm prepared this time. I kept like butchering that turn.
Oh yeah, you can
Which
take
one
it
that gives
you guys
so.
trouble?
You can take it so different without all these checkpoints. There's a
There you
bunch of
go.
missing checkpoints here.
Yeah, it's funny. I was driving somebody else's track the other day, and after getting used to driving this and Willow,
A huge difference, man.
and well, it's like I was on a regular flat track, that was just all in one plane, and I'm like, I'm getting so spoiled now because people are making good ones without elevation changes, and so I went back and played that flat one. I'm like, oh, this is terrible, and it's not. It's just the
Elevations
bar's
are
just
so
been
good,
raised.
yet it literally has like the Willow
It has a
and this
dimension
one
to
have
it.
changed the fucking game, man. It's crazy. And there's other good tracks before, like there's been great other tracks, but it's kind of like what Buku was saying, like you're not just getting one side anymore. You're not getting great decoration or great racing. You're getting both now, and it's I guess we're gonna get a lot more of it going forward, which is great. Oh shit! I saw that.
Invisible wall.
Yeah, I respect it. Respect it. I flipped my car.
Tried to give you a boost.
Yeah, I saw that. Mike, I don't think the car's supposed to be upside down. I don't think you can drive on this roof.
I've never gotten a car upside down before. That was pretty fun. Not here, at least.
I got my Centenario upside down the other day while doing the Hot Wheels.
There's no H in that game.
The Hot Wheels what do you call seasonal from last week's playlist. I was livid after that. My teammates were terrible. They kept screwing me up. Those stupid ass Hot Wheels off-road races, and I was in an S1
Oh
Lamborghini.
yeah, they're
with, like,
brutal.
full
Those
slicks
hazard
and all
tracks.
that. Those are. Oh no, it was one of the ones where it literally just went like off the track and onto like the sand and stuff.
Yeah, those are the hazard ones, I think, right?
It was bumpy, and then my car flipped.
Going on a bun. I think Buku must have muted his mic because he hasn't said a word in like 5 minutes.
No, I'm just
Gotta hold off,
trying to
man.
see what kind of laugh I can get. I notice it when I talk and drive, I'm terrible.
I wish Subi would have come by tonight. I'm gonna send him a message, see if he's around.
I was really surprised not to see him in here, especially with the news, like the Event Lab news.
He was yesterday. He was playing Starfield. I did talk to him earlier today. One of the things that he doesn't get my invites all the time either, so I should shoot him a message. I don't see him online though.
I'm gonna hit some more Starfield now that I finished Sea of Stars.
I downloaded it for my my Xbox. Yeah, I have it on PC, but I downloaded it for Xbox today too. Oh shit! I'm gonna catch up with all. I see you, Longo. I'm gonna catch up with all your chat in just a second here, bud. I'm almost done with the laps.
Has anyone else played Starfield yet?
I played it.
Mike has, right?
Yeah, I played it. Hilo has to.
What do you think?
What do I think? I think it's good.
Is
It's
it
a
worth all the
quality game.
hype? I mean, I'm seeing like a lot of chatter on X, whatever it's called now.
I
It's
got
a
it
quality
on Game
game.
Pass, albeit.
That's all
I
I
think
care
I need
about.
to get a little
It's
further
not for
into
me.
it, but right now it's kind of failed to.
Is it a
It feels
RPG?
kind of
What
bland.
is it?
It's
Is it like kind of like a Zelda game where you just kind of like go off and explore, like, and have little quests and stuff? Like
That's what I would. That's how I would call it. Yeah. I mean, I haven't played much of it, just maybe an hour and a half. But
Yeah,
I immediately I could tell it's not like I like Souls games and like those type of things. So it's not that. So I'm never gonna be really into it.
I played maybe 2 hours, and I mean, I think I need to get further into it, but so far it's kind of failed to capture my interest, I guess. It felt kind of bland to me.
So what I seen on Twitter, or I'm gonna call it Twitter because I don't like calling it X.
No, X is
just
dumb.
not. It's just silly. Yeah, it's a silly name. So Twitter, what I saw it on Twitter was, most people were saying you have to get anywhere from like 6 to 10 hours into the game before you really start to enjoy it.
believe
Now
that.
I don't know why that is, but that was just what I was
See,
seeing when I was looking at some of the
believe
conversations.
I believe that, but I hate when games do that, because it's like, well, why do I want to sit through 10 hours
Oh
of
shit.
boring stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not good off the bat. Yeah.
That's
It
a
is
big,
good off the
that's a
bat
big
though.
turn
I thought it was interesting. If you're into that type of game, it's there's like you're the first couple minutes, it's giving you something to like. Okay, I see what's going on here. Like it may not be your game, and I think that's what it is. But if it is your game, immediately you're gonna be in it. I think it's a quality game, is what I think. I think they made a good game, and that's all I want from them. I pay for Game Pass every month. I only play Forza. I'm not going to play Starfield, but at least there's something there that's quality besides Forza.
I think for me, the intro really got me too. I was like, the same people who made Skyrim and Fallout made this?
Is that a good or
You know
bad
what I
thing? That's a
mean?
good thing, right?
No, the intro was boring as hell.
Oh, see, I've never played Skyrim or Fallout, to be honest.
Oh. Skyrim and Fallout's intros, I mean, they're kind of like Skyrim's intro's iconic.
Monster, did you send a rating?
Oh, I did not. I'm busy ranting out here about Starfield.
All right, Lungo. Lungo says, "Who's hyped for Event Lab 2?" Yeah, we are definitely hyped for that. He says, "After seeing what they're adding, I'm going to definitely remake New Alexandria. I think that would be a good idea, and I'm also going to make a new track based on Porsche's e-fuel manufacturing plant. Oh, the possibilities! I'm pretty sure that's sarcastic. You can't wait to
No,
see
I mean
what Bam is going
he's
to come up with.
seriously, man. Like,
No, he hates
I'm
all the
excited about the
e-cars, all
geometrics.
this electric cars. He's totally hates all that. So I imagine he's going to try and blow up their manufacturing plant if Lungo's making the track. He's going to blow it up or something. That's what's going to happen there. Thanks, Wazard. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to load up the next car, and then we'll jump straight into it. I think after this, so we'll do this one more car, and then the next car, we're going to switch tracks again.
Okay.
All right, so let me pause the stream, get the next two loaded up. Who is next? Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how hard it is
Who's
for
next?
me to
That
move
guy.
my existing track I'm working on
Who's that guy?
to the island.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know about moving it to the island. I was gonna say one of the biggest questions I did ask was like reverse compatibility. Like, if you're working on something now, does it become like, do you have to start from scratch, you know, to be able to take advantage of the new features, or like, can you go back into existing event labs and like group things together and then save them so that you don't have to, you know, recreate them? And from
Yeah,
my
we are-
understanding, you should be able to do that. So you should
Thank
like
God.
that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say.
mean-
So if you've already spent time on creating something, you theoretically should be able to go back into that past event lab, grab everything that you want to grab, copy and save, put it into your prefabs, and then go into your new event and load it, or vice versa. Like, I could load something up
Yeah.
from one of my old event labs, and you guys could then go in and grab it. And
Yeah. Well, so like me, I mean, I was laying out a new real life track, and so, but I stopped once I had the shape drawn. So I mean, I didn't even put down a driving surface. I just had a bunch of like pillars in space that show the curvature. But if I can only grab
Mata.
100 of them, if I can only grab 100 of them at a time, I'm going to have to be clever about, you know, grouping.
I'll tell you
them.
right now what you can do, because I've already thought about that, is creating levels. So let's say you have a multi-level building, ground level, like, should be the first floor, all grouped together, second floor, second group, and then the third level is the third group, and that way you're able to then go in and save it. And I thought this was actually kind of like, almost think of like Lego pieces, right? This is another way that I think if you're a really good event labber, I'll just tell you right now, I like you hard for, so I'll give you some of my ideas, is being able to make interchangeable, like, you know, so you guys know what the term prefab is. It's where you've saved a group of items, right? And then you upload it. Well, think of like Lego pieces where you can have like several different buildings where you could essentially have different configurations as long as you're stacking them onto each other. Am I kind of explaining that right?
That's how they build like apartment buildings and shit.
Yeah, like, but you get some variation. So that was one of the ideas that I had. I was like, okay, how can I make this easier for everybody? Well, make them interchangeable to where, you know, you can stack them and get different situations. Like, prime example, one of the first car pack prefab ideas that I had was for racetracks. And I'm not like, I might be butchering this term here because I don't know racetracks all that well. I know how to build, but making like a driver tower or a control tower, whatever those things are called, where, you know, it's made out of glass and you have like people that are watching the event, kind of a thing. Having one of those pre-built so that way when you're building your racetrack, like for instance, Hardfark's like, I've already got the track laid out. Now I just need motorsport-esque pieces, right? We'll put a control tower in there, maybe some custom stands, whatever it may be. But having
pit
that, 'cause
lane.
I know that that's going to be big. Yeah, pit lane, like having a pre-built pit lane or a pre-built, you know, garage where you could then
like
go in and
a
put
single
yeah.
garage. You could stack a bunch of them next to each other or whatever.
Exactly. So that was kind of like the idea that I had for what I called prefab prop packs. So I was like, that was like going to be the idea for one of my first videos, and I don't care about sharing it with you guys. You guys can just, you know, kind of know what I'm doing ahead of time. But
so we're gonna jump into the next race here, and Lungo says basically they take hydrogen from the atmosphere and turn it into clean fuel. That there's something right over that word. Becomes water vapor when it burns, and they could take that same vapor released into the atmosphere and repeat the process. Oh, so it sounds like you actually like this process. I was expecting you to hate on it. Okay, here we go. Sending the car now, guys. This is car number 6.
I think you should send it later.
Well, it's too late,
Yeah,
buddy.
but well, my old job when I was doing research at university, one of the projects that I wasn't working on, but most of my coworkers were working on was a hydrogen powered like city bus, and yeah, they'd run that bus and they'd just have water dripping out of the exhaust pipe. But the flip side of that is my office was right next to where they worked on the thing, and so they had hydrogen sensors in there because shit's explosive.
Ah.
And every once in a while,
Vuku.
that sensor would trigger, and I'd have to exit the building, and it was just.
I thought you were going to say there'd be puddles all over the floor while you're walking away.
But yeah, I guess the bus, because I parked the bus inside, and every once in a while I would just vent a little puff of hydrogen for whatever reason. I don't.
That's terrifying. Huh?
But it was, but well, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't enough to be dangerous. But the bus was tall enough, and the sensor was on the roof that it would set off that sensor, and like so the fire alarm would go off, and like get out of the building. I'm like, y'all need to move that sensor or something.
Hey, Lungo, have a nice night at work, bro. Lungo's going to work.
Oh, late night, man.
Yeah, he's
Lungo.
Yes, yeah.
Good luck at
How many tunes?
We have
How many tunes are you doing?
Two more.
have 2 to go. 2 to go, and then we're doing 2 number 1 again for everybody who wants to run it. So technically 3 to go. 1, 2. Wait. Well, there's this one here, plus 1, 2, 3. So 4. 4, yeah. 4 including this one. Mata entered his tune late.
I've got about 20 minutes,
one.
so I'll probably maybe get the last 2 in at least.
Well, that's
Those next 2, which are the last 2 tunes.
We'll let you leave if you gotta go, man. We're not gonna hold you here.
I'm sure my daughter would be thrilled for me to
you
pick
gotta
her
go
up
pick
later.
her up.
Well, she tends to go to her boyfriend's house on Friday, and I always pick her up at 9. So.
Oh, it's 9:24 here.
How old is your daughter, Fart?
16.
That's too young to have a boyfriend.
Just the one daughter, right? You don't have a son.
Yeah. No, just one
That's
daughter.
too young to have a boyfriend.
Too young to have a boyfriend. I want to speak to this guy. We got some words for this guy.
Bro, you sounding like more of a dad than Hardfork right now.
No, that's. I don't think that's
you don't have
good
any
with that
kids,
shit.
do you, Mark? Or Mike? You don't have any kids, right?
No kids for me. I got a dog. That's it, man.
Yeah, you can hear mine in the background right now having Tourette's.
I had one.
I got a daughter, 2 cats, a snake, and a lizard or a gecko. So there you go. Well, to be fair, the snake and the gecko are both in my daughter's room, so they're hers. So.
What a wide assortment.
Yeah, man. I'm learning shit about you today.
Yeah,
that I didn't
we got a
expect.
lizard. Ah, well, technically it's a gecko.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Gecko's the one from the commercial. They got the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones with the British accents.
Well, now I got to go. But this is a leopard gecko, so it looks a little different.
My brother had iguanas, man. He always had iguanas. And then
Are
the
those
thing died
the-
and he stuffed it. Like, it was a huge fucking, like, it went from being a pet to a statue.
You should take. Does he still have an iguana? Or did he get a new one?
He's been dead for a while, so no, he doesn't have one.
Oh.
But,
I'm sorry.
nah, it's been a long time, man. It's been like
I knew we were
fucking
about to
10
all-
years.
I was gonna say you could recreate an iguana fight.
That's
with
true.
his pet iguanas.
It's true. I think the iguana statue is around somewhere. But yeah, iguana. There you go, Goku. That's what you need. You need iguana content on your channel, man. That's my most popular video.
Iguana.
I took this video in Key West of 2 iguanas fighting, and for no reason at all, that fucking video just constantly gets plays. Like, I have no idea why. Like, I'm just upset I don't have more
I
iguana
watched
content.
it. It popped up in my recommended
Isn't that
again
crazy?
the other day. It has like 35,000 views on it.
And somebody's out there going, fighting iguanas. That's my fetish.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're searching. Like, it's a popular search term. Like, who the fuck is out there searching for this shit?
I could have gone without that knowledge. Hardcore. I really could have.
That's
I
pretty
didn't say it was
funny.
me. I said somebody said that. I didn't say I said that.
I don't know whose car
You're
this is, but I
projecting.
like
You're
this one.
projecting.
No, I'm down here.
Shit, missed that
Well,
one.
I'm sure it's not everywhere in the South, but I'm here in Texas. They still got cockfighting going on. So
I'm in Florida. We have all types of crazy shit all the time. Oh, Marcus too. Marcus is probably in even crazier Florida than I am.
Yeah, we got iguanas.
Yeah,
We
you
got
do.
What is it? And the iguanas down here.
Yeah, you're Florida. I mean, like y'all are like your own category in the news. So
Yeah, it's crazy, right? There's news, and then there's news about
Florida man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Florida man is always in the news. Florida man.
I seen
the
one
one
today.
I saw today was Florida
Exactly.
man built a raft and got
Yeah.
arrested for trying to float across the Atlantic.
How is that
Something like
illegal?
that, right?
Why is that illegal? I don't understand.
Exactly.
I don't
How do you
understand how
arrest
it's
somebody for
illegal
putting their
too.
whole life in
You're in
danger,
international waters.
Exactly.
Like,
If he
how
would
is
have
that
made it to
illegal?
international waters, he was fucking clear. But he went up to Georgia like a
Wait a minute.
douchebag.
Wait,
He
well,
wasn't
how
gonna
far
make
off
it to
was he?
internet.
I don't know, but they said he arrested him in Georgia, so he couldn't have
How
been that
far off
fucking
is
To
far.
make it
International.
to international waters, you need to
It's
make
not
it
that far.
200
miles,
nautical
right?
miles.
Not that far, right?
It's
How many?
a lot.
Oh, how many?
200 nautical
Oh,
miles.
200? Oh, that's a lot more than I thought.
No, I think it's like, isn't it like 2 or 3 miles? That's the way you the
I don't know. It might depend on where you're at,
It's
man.
15.
can have conceded.
Oh, come on. No, not everybody
I thought
can
it was
say
only
fucking
2 miles.
200 and then 2 and then 15. Someone's gonna have to Google this shit.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
right?
have to wait till after this.
Well, how far?
Did I get kicked out of the... It got real quiet. Are you guys still here? Son of a bitch, I got kicked out the fucking chat. I gotta get back in. This is too good of chat to get kicked out of.
Mike, are you looking it up? Is that why you're in the wall right now?
I got kicked out of the party chat and it was too good, so I pulled over to get back in the party chat. Hardpark started saying something when I got kicked out. I have no idea what he said though.
I was asking how far it was to Florida from to Cuba.
Oh, it's 90
in the
miles.
water. 90 miles.
Yeah.
I tried to make a move happen. They're penguining it. It didn't really work.
Did you guys, I mean, Mark knows, but if it fucking gets too cold, those iguanas freeze and fall right out the fucking trees on the ground.
Hell yeah.
I vaguely remember hearing that somewhere.
That's crazy. They fall in the water and drown and shit. Because they're frozen. You know, they're
Aren't they
cold-blooded.
invasive anyway, though?
They are, yeah, for sure.
So
They're
it doesn't
invasive.
really
They're not at
matter.
risk right now.
No, they're not at risk, for sure.
No.
They're not
Might
right
die
now.
of
Right?
heat
But
exhaustion.
You
Yeah.
literally have to be careful because if an iguana gets too cold, he'll fall out of the tree and knock your ass out.
Yeah.
That's true. They're pretty
True.
big.
See, my dad
I was
used to have an
taking
iguana
down-
when we were kids, and that thing was mean as shit. So I don't really
Yeah,
like
man.
iguanas.
They
They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
notorious for being mean.
They'll
Yeah,
tail whip
just
you. Yeah,
rats.
you just said that, right? Someone just said they'll tail whip you. That's exactly what they'll do. They're fucking mean. And they're big.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You guys should watch you go to my YouTube, check out iguanafights.com.
Do you guys want to hear a true story? Like, and I'm not making this up. Like, I used to have this. It's my dad's cousin, so I guess what's that? Like my second cousin. Like,
Sure.
He's an older cousin, basically, and like my dad used to take me to his house. And this dude always had illegal shit in his house, like always. And we lived in Utah at the time, so it's like he was in the. Imagine Utah, out of all places, to have like illegal fucking animals. I'll never forget. My dad took me over that night. Just woke up from a nap in the car, and I was probably like maybe 8, 9 years old at the time. And I remember I was like, he's like, bathroom's over there. I go to take a piss, and I shit you not, I flip on the light, and I'm taking a piss, and I hear this hiss sound with like a big smack in the tub. A fucking gator, dude. This dude had a gator in Utah. There's no bodies of water, like even the Great Salt Lake can't. Like I
a
was
gator
just like,
in there, right?
24
Oh,
miles
Gators are
off.
freshwater, so they can't live in.
24. Thank you.
no, but I'm just saying though, like like I was like, where do you even get a fucking gator?
Nothing can live in the salt water. That salt water, right? Nothing can survive
Yeah,
out
no,
there.
it's the only thing that's there. I think is like some brine shrimp. But my point being is that
Where'd you
I
get a
was like,
gator?
where do you even get a gator from? Like, where does that come from? Like, that's the West Coast, dude.
I think
like,
Subi lives in Utah. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Sorry for doxing you, Subi. I guess it's
does
not.
he really?
I think
He's
he
from
does.
my neck of the woods.
I think
I
he
mean, I don't
does,
live
yeah.
out there anymore, but my kids. I've a true story. My kids. I dropped my wife and my kids off at the airport 2 days ago. You know, that's where we're from. So they're out there for the next 3 weeks, spending time with family. So I got the house to myself.
Hey,
Why didn't you go?
because he wants some time to himself.
I've got 2 huskies, and I run a business, so I was like, I can't. You know, this is I got to work, so somebody's got to pay the bills.
Somebody's gonna sell the illegal gators.
Did you guys know there are more
That
tigers
import-export
in the state
business
of
from
Texas
Florida.
than there are in the world?
What'd you say?
Or what?
There are more tigers in the state of Texas than there are live in the rest of the world.
That because there's big zoos and shit or something?
No, they're privately owned.
Yeah, it's like a
Shut up.
No, look it up.
I watched what is that TV show called? The Tiger King or whatever the fuck it was? Bro, that shit was crazy.
Oh,
there
man,
are more
dude, that took you on a
privately
whirlwind of
owned-
emotions, didn't it?
Bro, he was a
Well,
fucked up individual.
Owned
Well, dude,
tigers in the
and then
state
you
of
find out
Texas.
that the other guy's like a pimp, the other tiger guy, I forget his
Bro, it was
name, but, like,
crazy, man.
the
All this-
older dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
he had
remember his name,
the
but-
harem. He had a fucking harem. Like, he was grooming kids and shit. It was crazy shit, right? Like, crazy shit. The
That
craziest
whole
shit I've ever
series,
seen.
Dude. The whole series was just out there, man.
That's the Tiger King. Go watch it on Netflix, kids.
If you guys haven't seen it, man, it's
I think it's called the Tiger King,
it
right?
summarizes America.
I'm never gonna recover from this.
I don't want to
financially.
watch it.
Bro, he was feeding his boyfriend's meth and shit. It was crazy. Like, the craziest shit, man. Just one crazy shit after another. He tried to murder somebody. Just crazy shit.
Yeah, that woman.
Yeah.
Carol,
She lives up the road from me. Not up the road. She literally lives 20 minutes from
She
here.
made a song about her.
And
bro.
she killed her husband, fed her
Bro,
to
she's-
Yeah,
the
she
fed
killed her
to the
husband,
tigers.
who
Bro,
might
the-
have been a cocaine dealer. Like, it was all over the place, dude. Like,
That's right up the road from my
Yeah.
house, man. I live from
Fuck that
up the
bitch,
road
Carol
from that tiger fucking preserve here or whatever the hell it is. In
oh
Tampa.
gosh, man. You know what's a true fact about that, though, is Joe started out as, like, trying to protect tigers and then went into the illegal selling of tigers, whereas Carol started selling tigers and then went into the trying to protect them. So it was just and then you had that other dude.
He's just
Mike
he's
was
just
talking
using
about,
tigers
who
to
was like,
fuck.
You guys talking about Tiger King?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is fuck.
Crazy.
He knows. He knows. All right.
All right, so Mark,
That's
I
the
didn't get
last
your
one then,
rating.
right?
Kilo. No, you
Yeah.
got two more and then
number
one
6.
again. Did I get a number from Nate's? Oh, see you later. I didn't even say hi to him. Hello, Hollow, and goodbye, Hollow.
I don't know if I give it a.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
get
he's
your
like, I'm
rating.
going
Fair, I
to watch
don't-
Tiger King right
To
now.
be fair, I didn't see him say anything either, you know?
He didn't say hello either, yeah, but there was kind of a lot of chatting going on too. He might have been waiting for his opportunity.
I'll come back later when it calms down.
I think, yeah, you know, those that.
He kind of does that a lot.
I was just
when
gonna
he'll
say
join
that
and
him
leave.
and Corey kind of come and go as they please like that. Mark, I think you're the one I didn't get a rating from there. Did you drive that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
For number 6, right?
Yes, sir. Did I get that? Did you send it? I must have missed it. Where are you at?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Can
are
you
you
resend it?
stuck, Meta?
Where are you? I don't even see you.
Oh, you want some help?
Not on Discord, just regular.
Oh, got you. Okay, you're here. I got you. Thank
You got
man.
it? All right,
Yeah, I got
cool.
you. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna load up the next car and take a wild guess where we're going. Nobody wants to guess.
Whoa, who is that? Mata. Yeah.
To the
Past two.
racetrack, probably.
We're going what?
To
Monza?
the racetrack, I would
Ooh,
guess.
Goliath, I thought.
Don't do Monza. Please don't do Monza. Not for this one.
It's not gonna be Monza. We're going to Willow, of course. Come on,
okay.
guys, get on
I
board
actually did a
here.
little bit of testing on Willow.
That's hilarious. You had no reason to. Well, I guess you could have tested anywhere, right? You didn't know where we were going to be
Yeah.
racing at. Good thinking.
Well, I did Willow, who's got the long sweeps, and then I did some stuff that had like tighter corners and some straights
I
and
love
stuff.
That's what I love about Willow. It doesn't look like it's technical, and then you get the elevation changes into these left and rights and fucking sweeps and different. It's so much more technical than it looks
Thanks,
immediately.
Nades.
Great track. I love that track. Anyways, I'm
I'm not
loading
a
up the
fan.
next tune. Well, you spent
You know what I hope
700 hours
somebody
there, so.
does is starts to because like I've thought about it. I just don't have the time for the track layouts, but I would love for somebody to remake some of the Horizon 3 maps from Australia, like especially like Surfer's Paradise. Like I would eat that up, dude. Like I'm waiting. I'm surprised nobody's done it yet, because there were some phenomenal tracks on that game.
I've never played 3, so you'd Tweet about it. You got the people.
I should be like, yo, I'm looking
Hook
for
this up.
calling all creators.
The Creators Guild might be a good place to pop that in there. I bet you someone would jump on it. All right.
Honestly, I'm not in that anymore. I left that like a while ago.
I'm a
this.
part of it. I'm part of it, but I don't ever post in there. Sometimes I look at I'll lurk and watch what Hard Fork is writing, but that's it. Stalking him.
It's usually a mindless dribble, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm loading up Willow right now. Or sorry, it's called Forza Springs International Raceway. Completely different from Willow Springs, unless you put a comma after Willow, then it's the same thing. Oh, I should have given out the share code. I'll give it out next time.
It's all good.
Here we go.
Yeah. You know, one thing I'm really digging on that Event Lab 2 is going to be being able to put the custom flyers so you can put any picture you want on the posters.
Yeah.
But I so wish I had the ability to go back and do it to the ones that already got published without having to change the share code.
Yeah, that makes.
I mean,
does it change your share code? Do you think?
I'm sure it does because you got to go into edit blueprint mode to do it, and so I can't imagine.
Save it.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
I need to get back on that Halo one now that they've given the ability to duplicate some of this stuff, because that was the last. That's literally the last, and that was back in before April. Like, what was?
Yeah,
March.
Was that even this year? I was like, it almost seemed like it was last year.
Yeah, like it was a while ago. After, because my data went corrupted during one of the preview sessions that I had. I think I told you guys about that, and I got locked into the season where the Horizon Oval was being introduced.
Yeah, you were locked in it early, right? Like you couldn't.
Yeah, and I couldn't play online. I couldn't do any. I couldn't do custom races. It was like they made the game obsolete. The only thing I could do was play rivals, basically. And so I lost my event labs and it just. Yeah, and then work picked up.
I think I beat one of your rivals the other day at Cathedral.
Oh, you do?
Man,
barely beat it too. You're in like a muscle car too, like, and I beat it in one of the new cars. Complete grip build, complete opposite build, and it took me forever to get your ass too.
The last one I did in Cathedral that I remember is doing a
Z28. I think it was Z28 or something.
I did that's the one that recorded? I thought I had it on like the Mercedes-Benz.
Nah, you're in a muscle car. The Ghost I raced was a muscle car for sure. It was like a Camaro or something. Which I was surprised that you have a Camaro that can drive that track so well. Like I was getting you like in the corners like easily, and then you were running me down. Even though the straights aren't that long, you know, but you were like, it was such a good race.
Flying.
Yeah, it was such a good race for a while. It took me forever to get you.
I need to go back in and actually the only one that I can think of that I actually built a car for was, and I think it was Kilo's. I was racing Kilo's Ghost. Maybe it was you, Mike. I don't think I beat yours, Mike. I know I was Kilo, but it was on Sierra Verde. I think it was Sierra Verde Sprint, and I was like, I'm getting it in the I think it was the Z28, and I was like, it's gonna be the Z28, and I'm gonna beat this NSX, and like I spent like a good hour or two tuning that car specifically for that track for that Rivals, and that was like the last Rivals event that I've really done like that.
And you know, I wanted to borrow that fucking Z28 or download that tune because it must be really good, man. Gotta be so good.
Well, it was a grip build, believe it or not. It doesn't really have a lot of top end. Now that I know what I'm doing, it's like every few months I learn something new, and I'm like, and I don't go back and like retune all my cars, so
yeah.
I'm like, but I bet I could build an even better version of that now. So.
Yeah, I always, every time like something comes up in Event Lab or whatever, not Event Lab, like the playlist, I'm just always building a new car. So I like building cars. That's what I like doing.
It's fun, man. That's what blows my mind when I go on to Horizon Open Racing is that I do, you know, because I run into a lot of people that are, you know, that only race A-Class, and they're always in the same car,
cars.
And I'm like, dude, that's gotta be so mundane.
They're more worried about the dub than experience different cars.
But you can win in other cars.
You can.
Like I took that Maserati recently, for instance. Like nobody uses the Maserati Gran Turismo Sport or S or whatever it's called. Like
GTS,
nobody uses that. Yeah, and I love going online. And I don't always get first, especially if I'm racing against some of the meta cars. But I usually can get a podium position. And that's the car that you don't see.
We had a whole event we did based around that car, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it was at 900 though, not 800.
It's hard.
It's
like,
actually a good
it took
car.
Me 3
900.
iterations to get the tune right, but you have to use drift tires. If you're trying to get the most out of the build, you have to go drift tires.
It's interesting that you're talking about, like, I never put drift tires on because the same PI and it seems to give you better lateral G's with the what do they call the rallies?
Mike.
You know, it wasn't your fault, bro.
So I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this, but I probably should make a video. I really do. I should get back into really explaining some of this stuff because hanging out with the guys who play competitively, it's really opened my eyes. So there are 2 different menus in the builder, and if you're like me, when I first started playing this game, I was.
I think you've told us this before. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, there's an initial build menu where when you're putting the car, you know, the car and the pieces together,
yeah,
you can see your lateral G's, right?
Yeah, when
like
you install it.
1.16 for 0 to 60, and then 120 will be like 1.25 or whatever it may be.
Yeah, yeah.
But that does not matter, and that's going to be the biggest mind F to anybody who's been tuning for a while because that's what you always in the previous titles. That was what you paid attention to. Well,
Okay.
they introduced a secondary checkout lateral G stat. And that doesn't show up until you
install the
actually
parts.
installing the parts, and it'll tell you there's
Sorry,
3 different. Well, there's about 4 different G stats that you get: 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and 2.0.
Bro, I
for
got a
A class.
2.1 in A class. And
See,
that build.
That's great. That's great. But that's the stat that matters. I've found that you have to have at least a 1.8 minimum at that checkout screen for your car to be viable online in an online race.
Interesting. Yeah, that's the car that I was talking about racing at Cathedral. It was a 2.1. It's a rear-wheel drive. One of the new cars we just got. Must be an alpha. Must be one of the alphas or something. 2.1 was like that. I've never seen that in A class. 2.0 I've seen before, but 2.1 is crazy.
Is it the 33 for dollars?
No, it was. I'll fucking get the car after we're done here.
HC probably or
Maybe it's
155.
It was a white car. We just did a tuning challenge on this. What was it? The 4C maybe. It's got to be the 4C.
the 4C. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 4C I think. Rear-wheel drive, full aero. I don't know what compound I used, but yeah. I mean, it's slow as fuck. It only goes like 140, but it's good for certain tracks.
Speaking of alpha, you guys see they remade the 33 for dollars?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know it's kind of old news now. I think that was like last week or 2 weeks ago, but still, it's kind of cool.
It's really cool. It looks just like the old one, but modern.
I don't need to. I'm sorry, Nate.
I think it's funny.
Good.
I think it's funny though that they gave the option of a gas engine or a electric. And I can't imagine many self-respecting people are gonna order the electric. Who knows? Feel free to surprise me, I guess.
I won't be ordering any of them. My check did come in for that. Hoping to get the lottery this week though. 500 million.
My bank account it said we got to check out the savings.
No. I need to figure out how to convert these Forza fucking dollars to real dollars.
Right.
What are the exchange rates for fucking Forza dollars?
You got me.
Yeah, well, I make that joke all the time about kudos because I got so many fucking kudos from tracks. That,
Yeah, good
I can do
lap.
0
Yeah,
with
good lap.
these.
Thank you.
I mean, at least in theory, I can buy a car with credits, but I can't do anything with like 6,000-7,000 kudos.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. It really, I don't even pay attention to it. Like, I think the only stat that I've ever got giddy about was the overall downloads. Like, when I hit 1 million downloads, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And that was about it.
Well, it was funny. The other day, I was going through and I was looking at, like downloads or plays or whatever it is on the first page of your Creative Hub for blueprints.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I've I'm probably up there near the top. But then
You got it, Wazard.
but then I went over to this guy that I guess he's a YouTuber, but it's Karma Driving. But he's got a whole bunch of
Yeah,
like
he had a-
credit
dude,
farms. But he's got an event with over 400
yeah.
plays. 4 million plays on one event. And I'm
that
like,
was early on when he was basically misleading people, saying, "Hey, you come in here, you're gonna get $1 million." So people would go into that event, and like it got major dislikes because it was just misleading. Because I actually talked to Turn 10 about that. I was like, I need you guys to send me an Excel sheet with all of your most played, and they sent me that over. And when I got into the event, I was like, really, guys, really?
yeah. Well, I saw it because he just popped up back onto the all-time greats, and I was like, oh, that's
Really?
such a shame that that's on the all-time greats.
Yeah, that needs to.
Which
what
car
though, Fark? I'm
was
glad
that?
you said that
6,
because that's
7?
something that I can
That was
actually
number
escalate.
7. Hey, Hard
me
Fart, did you
write
send a
that
rating
down.
in?
Oh, sorry, no.
Hey, in the next car, we're not going to redo number 1. Fuck.
So you said he
all
popped
my
back
stuff
up into the all-time greats, right? Is what you were saying?
Yeah, it's
I'll
like-
look at
it's
it
like
after
the-
this.
It's about the 5th or 6th one in.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that because that's one of those things. They should have already caught that, but I'm happy to be like, hey, I think I can flag that and be like, we should probably take a look at this. This
I mean,
is
he's
one of
always
those-
on trending, but that's one.
Who is it,
or
Seppi?
best of them. No, Karma Driving. I mean, like on best of the
He
month
makes-
right now, he's the first 3.
Yeah, it's
Oh, he's one of
misleading
those
stuff.
karma
He's one of
farmers.
those like, join this event to get 2 million credits.
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
You know what I
gotcha.
mean? And people
Yeah.
do it, and they're like, oh, okay, that was a waste of time.
Yeah,
It
I
really
mean, this
shouldn't
one-
even be up there.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the one that's on there now, which is apparently it just made it.
All right, so
But it's most rewarding race of 2023 and
I
August
gotta
2023.
I gotta go. So we're gonna just do the number 1 again, and then that's it. So Matt, I'm sorry, bro. We're not gonna get to your build tonight. I'm sorry, bro.
No worries.
And speaking of which, I got to jump. I did
Hey.
just send my last rating though.
Appreciate the races and hanging out with us tonight, bro.
All right, well, I'll tell my daughter that
Later.
You disapprove of her boyfriend and she can't.
You're damn right I do. She's too young to be dating. What the fuck, man?
Not
She's
that I have
like that.
a whole lot of illusions, but it's amazing how much both of them watch anime, and I'm like, oh my god. Well, at least y'all are doing that. I'm not sneaking to go drink or something. But
No, so, hey, take pride in the little wins, because absolutely.
no, yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going. It's like I'm sure y'all are doing other things, but you're still like both geeks, and I'll take that. All right, well, y'all be good.
All right, man.
Have a
Have a
good one,
nice
brother.
night, man.
Later.
Hey, I'll take it easy.
All right, guys. This is the last one for the night. If everyone's ready, I'm sending it right now. This is car number 1. We're doing it again. We're going right to Willow. And I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
Dude, I need to order a new green screen.
Hey, mine is like a
I just need one that I
fabric.
can pull down. Yeah, see, I have the fabric one right now, but I have to I hate having to iron it and get out the wrinkles. I want one of those ones that literally is like a pull down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That I can,
Like they
It'll
got
make it
for
so
like
much easier.
backgrounds of photographs and shit.
yeah, just. I even thought about, what might be even better idea? 'Cause I
Painting the wall
bought,
green.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
That's what I was gonna do. My wife told me no. Did I get kicked out the fucking party again? God damn it. I can't even join back into the party because we're finding a session right now, and I'll get booted out of the session if I'm not in the right menu. Alright, there should be good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I got booted again out of the party. Got booted again out of the party, so I have no idea what you said after I said painting the wall. What was it?
Oh, nice rim. Nice wheel.
Nice, different wheels.
I actually think I'm gonna go and play some more of the motorsport tonight after this.
Fuck yeah, I would be all about that life if I had the opportunity for sure. But
Well, it's a press preview, so it's not the full game. So it's like you kind of go through it pretty quickly, but it gives
Gotcha.
you a pretty good idea of what the game's gonna
there is a game.
Are you running on
Are you allowed
controller?
to say what the progression is like? Is it any good?
He's
the
not
ground.
allowed to say shit to the
outside of
11th.
what's been, outside of what's already been shared, there's a 2-point system now where it's like you have, car points. I can't remember the official name, but it's like car points. Then you have like credits. So you have basically one system to buy cars, and then you've got to
Another system to upgrade your car.
progress using. Yeah, like once you've driven this car, you unlock things as you continue to drive the car. So there is a
way to
this is all
share
public
tunes?
information.
Can you
There
say
is
that?
a grind element to it.
Is it?
Is there
very
no
grindy.
licensing?
Can you
no
say that or
licensing
no?
Where you can get an A license, B license, and so forth.
What do you mean?
Like if
Gran
you're in
Turismo
the,
does it?
if you're in the low license, you're not allowed to get
Certain
drive
cars.
high powered cars.
You gotta like test licenses
Ooh,
to
good-
get up through the
good
car.
You've got to
Question.
prove yourself. You've got to prove yourself.
Good question, and I can't.
I-
I can't say anything about
See,
that.
They
yeah, I
have
don't want to get him in
safety
trouble
ratings
either.
that
I don't want to get you in
kinda-
trouble either. I got questions, but I'm not
They
gonna ask
kinda
them.
do the same sort of thing that you're asking.
Yeah.
The
I
Because I-
safety
think it's a
ratings.
safety rating system. I haven't actually seen
Just
that in
remember,
game,
guys.
Because I remember the original Gran Turismo. If you wanted to get the the better cars, you just had to become a better driver first.
You still have to do that. You have to get
You still
all,
have to do that, yeah,
all
for
4
sure.
racing licenses, and I hate it. That was the worst part of the game.
There's a lot of bad
Yeah.
parts of Gran
Go through
Turismo.
the
Who are
slalom
you
and
doing,
come to a full stop in the
controller?
box.
On the new one?
Buku, I think he's talking to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Say it again, guys. I
Are
didn't hear
you,
that.
are you
Hey.
using are you using controller on the new one?
Yeah, so you're not gonna watch my review if you have like an expensive rig. Like I think there's gonna be other content creators out there that'll cover that
I'm
topic.
just trying to
like-
figure out, is it viable on a controller?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm on a Series X, and I find, like I was
That's what I
saying to
got.
these guys earlier, what I can share is that I'm enjoying it. I wasn't a big fan of the Motorsport series after playing Motorsport 7, so this is like a welcomed. It's
I
an
just
easy
didn't know
transition for me going from
some
Horizon
sim
5
racing
to
you
the
can't
new
use a controller and be competitive.
It's
you know
not
what I'm
a
saying?
set of course.
Okay, so from my understanding, is the bump roll, or the I don't know if that whatever that driving is, like I still think that you might be at an advantage if you roll steer or if you're on a wheel. Like just like any Forza title, I believe that you get penalized for the more inputs that you do. So I can't 100% say for sure because I'm not on a, I'm not using a wheel.
I'll tell you right now that Forza Horizon 5 is incredibly difficult on a wheel.
I've been thinking that not for Forza, but for Gran Turismo. I think I do.
I found
My bad, Keelan.
I found it bad on a controller, but easier on the wheel.
Trying to hold that inside line there.
There are way more
That's a
top
cluster.
percent drivers on controller
I
than
think
there
you took
are
out
on the
like 4
wheel.
Penguin.
Because I just couldn't get a handle on the thumbstick. That was my biggest problem. I couldn't drive cars with the thumbstick. It just just didn't feel right.
The problem with roll steers, I can't sit there and just hold
I
it
mean,
straight up the whole time.
There's no doubt that motorsport is for like the hardcore enthusiasts, right? So like, I think that's one of those games where if you do have an expensive, wheel setup and rig, like it'll be much more enjoyable, and I think you'll be able to compete more than you would be in a Horizon.
That's alright,
series.
Mata.
I hope
So-
so. You would
But
imagine.
I don't have a rig, you know what I mean? I would love
Neither
to.
do I.
I would love to have to spend $5,000 on a really cool ass one, but I'm not that into it. Like I'm getting into it, but I don't have the funds for that right now.
Hey man, get the YouTube content out there. Get that YouTube cash flow coming in, then they'll send you free ones. Get all the
I
free
was
rigs
saying,
sent to you.
Vuku, I was saying before you got here tonight to these guys, I was at Best Buy the other day and I saw a pretty decent looking wheel set up and it was like $300 and I was like, damn, that looks nice. but
That's
I don't
just
have
a
enough
wheel,
for that
right? That's
now.
not a stand or anything, right?
I think it was the wheel and the pedals.
Yeah, that's typical. That's the kind of wheel that I
that's-
have.
Truthfully, like if there's the place that I would tell you to probably source material like that is either one online, but if you want a physical location, if you're familiar with Micro Centers, they're way better than Best Buy, especially when it comes
I
to
wasn't there exclusively for that. I was there 'cause I was driving my roommate around that day and he wanted to go. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I ended up stumbling in. I actually went to a Micro Center to pick up capture card equipment recently, and it was
I
just they
don't-
have so much stuff there. It's like a Disneyland for grown-ups for like
Is
PC
that like a
and Xbox.
brand or what?
Yeah,
Micro
so
Center?
it's like imagine a Best
The
Buy, but a
PC
Best
store.
Buy on steroids.
I have never once heard of
What
them.
the
I
hell
don't
did I
know if
just
we
hit
have
there?
those.
What the hell was that?
I didn't
Yeah, I don't
think
know
we
if
had
I've
them
ever
either until
I can't
I
hear you,
looked
Leo.
at
here.
Google it and look and try to see if there's any near you. It's worth the trip one day. Like if it's within
Macro
an hour,
store?
drive
Micro
out there.
Center.
It's called a
Micro Center.
Yeah, it said macro.
Micro
The closest
Center.
one to me is in Georgia, so and I'm in Florida, so
That
that
might
tells
be
you
the
how far it is
closest to
from me.
me.
That's funny. It's
So-
just like the ones that are
so
out here. 'Cause
the-
it's still an hour for me, but it's worth the drive every blue moon. I will go out there and get parts. Like for if I was building a PC, like it's worth it, dude. Good deals too.
Well, they deliver, right? I mean, I get
Well, they
my
do,
I
but
get all my
actually
stuff
went
from
into where
Newegg.
it got. See, I remember Newegg from way back in the day, but
I got all my
and they
PC
had
stuff
like
there.
on Amazon. It was actually $10 cheaper to get it from Micro Center in store than it was on Amazon. So I was like, fuck it, that was awesome. I saved $10.
Yeah, I just don't have one here. It's probably like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah, it would be worth it unless you were gonna go spend like $5 grand on a whole new setup.
Where at in Georgia?
I don't
There's
know. I
one in
just know the
Duluth.
next one is
And
Georgia.
there's one in Marietta.
Are you in
Okay,
Georgia?
so it's like Atlanta.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I'm in South
shit.
Carolina.
I
Oh,
hear
okay, so
Duluth and I
it's about- probably
don't
about
think
6
of
hours to
Duluth,
me.
Georgia. I think of Duluth and Minnesota.
Tires overheating.
Tim lives in Georgia. He got hit
Watch
pretty
out
bad
in
by
front.
Idalia.
Sorry.
So the new motorsport can be played on keyboard.
There might be one in Charlotte.
I'm
Woohoo.
pretty sure it could. I'm not playing it on keyboard, so I'm assuming. But I'm assuming if it's PC compatible, I would say yes. But it might not be the most enjoyable for you.
All right, so that was 2 and 1. You guys can send your ratings, and then I'll let you know who won. Got you, Wazard. Change your rating from a 1 to a 4. That's
I already
oh
rated it
shit.
earlier. Unchanged from earlier.
No change.
No change.
All right. What's the Mr. Kiwi? Kept it the same.
Yeah, the
Penguin.
closest one
It
to
loo-
me is
looks
in
like there's
the
one in Charlotte.
suburbs of Minneapolis, and that would be about 2.5-hour drive. So
There's one in Miami.
Is there?
Coming soon. Coming soon.
Miami's still a 9-hour drive for me.
There's
been-
none in
I've been out
South
there.
Carolina.
No, it's like the 6-hour drive to
Charlotte's
Miami.
coming
6
soon.
hours.
Charlotte's coming soon. That's only 3 hours. 3.5 hours from me.
Bro, we'll go to Miami if you want. As soon as they open it up, let's go.
Miami is like 14 hours, I think. 12
It's
hours,
worth it,
something
though.
like
It's Miami.
I think it's only 100 miles for me.
Ah, yeah, it is.
100 miles.
You're
that.
close.
Where's Duluth at?
That's no idea.
Minnesota.
I think it's like
Oh, it's
East
Duluth,
Georgia. Like East Georgia, maybe.
Minnesota.
Mark,
Not
where
shit
you
you
at?
not. I
see
always
here.
forget that there's a Duluth in Georgia because I'm so used to
Yeah,
hearing
no, I
about
mean,
the
it's
one in
like-
Minnesota.
I mean, yeah, it's east of Atlanta, but
Mark, did you want to re-rate that one? I don't think
it's
you
like the
rated
same
it.
distance from downtown Atlanta
Oh,
that
yeah, you did,
Marietta's
you
from
did.
downtown Atlanta.
All right, so I got a ton of numbers here to crunch. Am I still in the party, or are you guys gone?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good.
We can hear you.
Because you guys get silent, and I think I'm kicked out because I've been kicked out 3 times
That's
tonight.
good.
All right, so I'll rate it. Mark, did you want to change your rating on one, or no? Are you keeping it where it was?
No, was I right on one of them that I sent you?
You were, I
Question mark?
think. Let me double check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good with mine.
Number 5. I think. What did you write for 5? Yeah.
All right.
You
Yeah,
got
I think we're set.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so lots of numbers to crunch here. Let me see if I can eyeball it without having to do all this math. Not at all. Fuck.
So
it's
I
gonna
know
take a
I
good 10
handed
minutes.
out a lot of 4s tonight. I
Yeah,
would say.
everybody kept
Yeah,
it picked
the
it
cars
pretty
were
nice
really
tonight.
similar.
Nobody was killing each other. Like the lowest rating we got was pretty fair. It was on my build. Somebody hated my build. Kiwi, you fuck.
He's the one handing out the ones in .5.
He handed me a 2, but to be fair, so did Penguin.
Son of a bitch.
So I guess my build's not gonna win. I won't count those numbers. At least that saves me 1.
Maybe that's why he was advocating throwing out the lowest score. For the highest.
Well, then we still got a 2 from fucking Penguin. Penguin hated my build too.
Damn!
Yeah, I got 2
It didn't
2s.
have brakes.
You don't have brakes, buddy.
I think you just gotta.
Damn,
Penguin,
Penguin
you just
might
gotta do
win.
a
That
Fred
sucks.
Flintstone style. Stick your feet through the floor of the car and just stop the car like that.
Fred Flintstone, that shit.
Penguin might win. He's got good numbers. I hate for
No
Penguin to
way.
win. I would hate for Penguin to win after he just gave me a 2.
I just know how to make a five.
I hope.
I will totally give you a 2 right now. I don't normally vote, but I'm going to make an exception.
I'm willing to adjust my score too.
I don't know. If Penguin win, it'd be fair. But I was really feeling good about mine, and I'm really hoping.
Nobody liked your build, I'll tell you right now.
You don't even know which one was mine.
I do though.
Well, you do, but
Yeah, I just rated your numbers and they're not good at all, buddy. Actually,
Oh,
Matta gave you a
man.
5.
actually,
Matta gave you a 5, legit.
my
5.
numbers aren't good though.
No, you got
Pay
you,
off.
you got
Somebody was paid off.
you got average numbers. You're not gonna win.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Fuck
you did
me.
good. 3.6 is your average. That's not bad. Average numbers.
No, it's not great though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really have me going because it's like the first week in like
Look,
4 weeks where
3.6
people
might
have
be-
not like outwardly complained about it the moment they drove it. So that's something.
Everybody was being nice today.
Yeah. And they were shocked.
Well, thanks
Lost
for
for
the rating,
words.
Mata.
Oh shit! Actually,
appreciate it.
looks like
What?
Kiwi might win. Holy shit! Hold on a second.
Dang, I was hoping you were saying Kilo.
Kiwi's, Kiwi has a 4.01. Right now, he's our leader. Kiwi's the leader right now. So let's keep going. I'm gonna change my scores. Hold on.
So who's tuned with the fancy wheel?
That was number 1. Build number 1.
Yeah, the last one we're doing.
That was Kilos.
That's
Okay.
mine. I put the rims on there.
Mark, you got a 3.66. Mata also gave you a 5 kilo.
Nice.
Yeah, good tune.
Thank you, Matter.
Oh shit, Kilo got some numbers here. Hold on a damn second. Hold on a second.
I never
Hold
got.
on a second.
I didn't give anybody a 5.
7. Oof. Check that. Ooh. Okay, divided by 7. Ooh, Kilo. You're the new leader so far. We got a couple votes to go. You got 4.04. You edging out Kiwi with his 4.01. I think you're gonna win, bud. Hold on. let's
I
keep-
demand a recount.
Well, this guy here is me, and he's definitely not gonna win, so you don't gotta worry about that. And I don't think that one will win either. It looks like Kilo, you're gonna win. Let me just double check the last one, but I'm pretty sure this one can't win. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no way in hell they're gonna win. Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Kilo with the dub. Fucking congratulations, man. That was build number 1. Kilo with a 4.04.
Nice,
Didn't get a single rating underneath a 3. You were almost every rating was a 4 or higher. So nice work, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for racing, and I'll catch you next time. I gotta go. My
Yeah.
wife's home.
Wait.
Thanks
So,
everybody for
so,
the votes.
so who's
Huh?
tune? I'm rating 5.
You rated Kilos and
The other one?
Wazards with a 5. 1 and 7.
Okay.
Okay. See you guys. Thanks for races.
Okay.
Vuku, thanks for hanging out,
See
man.
you later.
We don't see you
No,
enough.
pleasure,
Glad you're
guys.
here.
Always a pleasure.
See you later.
See you guys.
Yeah.
All right, my name is Mike. Thanks for watching, everybody. You can join us at the Not Fooling Around Crew Discord server. There's an invitation to that in my bio. And you can catch me on Twitch, still in FAC, and on YouTube at Not Fooling Around. But thanks for watching, and I'm out. See ya!